Because I know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Black Sheep Family and Autism. My name is Nicole. If you're new here, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Quit hating. I just wanted to wait and give you a over dramatic response. Tonight we're going to be talking about Black history, bliggly, 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 bliggly Black history. So if you have an issue with Black history, you don't want to hear about it, you feel like Black people whine, and you got any mush mouth shit to say, this is not the live for you. I will have you blocked expeditiously. I will escort you out professionally and swiftly. Mhm. But introducing Jay's Place TV, he's like a special guest sometimes. Sometimes he want to be on here, sometimes he be acting funny with your girl, but y'all know how they go.
I'm special all the time. I'm just a guest occasionally.
And my co-host, Robbie Privilege, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? I hope you're ready for the whole turn up because we have a whole host of topics to talk about and it's going to be litty as always. And come check me out in Robbie Privilege channel. And while you're in the chat, behave yourself because we come back and we look at the comments. You're going to get a pop pow.
Blickety blick,
Uh,
Black Game Strong. What was you going to say, Jeff?
Tumbo.
Pow.
Yeah, I'm trying to shut a live out. Hold on.
Yo, right when we go live, I start going through bad reception.
You always do that old weak
Boo.
ass AT&T shit. What they this whole
Boy,
high for?
I started to slang it out on the freeway. You don't even understand.
All right.
Not the
Okay.
iPhone tracking device 12. Not that one.
Yeah, that
Not
one.
that one.
I am
That
not playing this game with y'all. Okay.
one.
I said I was gonna quit being
Yeah,
childish
petty. Yeah,
one day.
petty.
No, well, we don't expect that right now.
One
One day.
day.
Just not today. Okay. So our first topic is something that we talked about last week. Well, we kind of touched on it. Was it last week? Yeah. We kind of touched on it, but we didn't like touch on it. So we gonna just, scalp them, come from your edges today.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of edges, the topic is about Black men and women hair. I can also relate to women hair since I am a woman. Uh, but dreads and stuff like that. Jay, you want to elaborate on your thoughts of dreads?
Uh, being a man with her, I always used to have a problem when I did have a fro because my hair used to be down my back, like between my shoulders. I wasn't gonna say I was Pocahontas or nothing, but it was hard for me to find a job, and people would look at me crazy, and I used to get demanded to make sure that I looked at the policy at the job about being neat and groomed, and I was like, wash my ass. What the hell are you talking about? Basically, they wanted me to get a haircut so I could fit the standard, their standard
Of
of
European beauty.
professionalism, right? Of professionalism in their book. But I didn't work that long because I ain't cutting my hair for nobody.
And do you feel like it's like a culture thing for men to have froze or dreads, Black men, so to say?
Uh, Culturally, I believe the Afro was the roots of all of that. I may be wrong, but I think more so present day it's trendy to have the dreads. I don't think people are really, when the dreads really started becoming popular over here because they've been popular, you know, elsewhere
In
for a while.
Jamaica, babe, other people can't wear dreads. It don't even look
But
right.
but what I'm saying is
Not it don't look right, Jesus.
when you first saw people with dreads,
They were Black,
you
Jamaican.
mostly saw stoners or somebody that was kind of enlightened.
Rastas.
You saw them with dreads, yeah. You know what I mean? People from the original culture, right? And now it's trendy, and you can look at 10 to 15 black men with dreads and not know which one of them has really roots or is really doing it for the culture because everybody got
I,
dreads now.
so
They
I mean,
got
this
full
might be
dreads.
this might be petty as hell in me, but it's Lil Wayne hair is that still considered dreads at this point? Because at this point, I mean, you might as well cut it off to me.
I
But
think that's
Bruh, you
more so
playing.
like leftover spaghetti. Like if you actually leave your noodles in the water and they all come together, I think his dreads have gotten soft.
So gotten soft. Man,
Hmm.
listen. Mm-mm. Mm.
At some point
That's
in time, you gotta know when your hairstyle is over.
you gotta know when your whole style period is over. This man's
damn.
style has always been a little bit on the are you okay today? Were you
Wow.
smoking? Like
Yeah.
Well,
and that's what his
That's a
hair looks
definite
like now.
yes.
like
I mean,
Yep.
that was shade right there. That was like a whole hurricane.
well, the weight is the best. Tight ass pants, leather pants, and big metal belts, like, and then doing all different type of colors with the dreads. I know Rastas. My husband is Rasta. Dreads don't do that. They don't dye their dreads. Like, no, no, man.
That's why I say, it's a lot
So
more trendy, but when you
go ahead.
when you tap into it from a society standpoint, like if you found a black man with a decent job, he either had a bald head or a fade. You didn't really see too many brothers that had afros that had jobs paying anything worth a damn or working for a company with a name worth a damn because you'll go to the interview dressed up and all of this and they say you look nice and then they ask you, something about your hair. Are you willing to shave your beard? Are you willing to do this? Or would you rather wear a hairnet? You know what I mean? They still made it uncomfortable and they pretty much made it impossible. You know what I mean? And that's where
Up your phone cut all the way out. It just hated on you.
It's that boop.
I just heard possible and blah, 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 blah. Probably over there still talking stuff. Well, Jay, we're gonna move on to rock with your
I
phone.
mean,
Hate on
that's
you.
the best.
I can't wait to see this on playback. We only 7 minutes in, and AT&T just was like, "Fuck you."
Like, hell no,
Oh,
hell no.
Raw, what do you feel about black women hair, like braids and stuff like that?
I mean, I think braids are dope. I don't think braids are the style for me. Girl, when I did them faux locks in my hair, girl, hell no. That is a very heavy hairstyle. The back of my neck was like, bitch, what did you do? We can't. Mm, mm. That was that was a lie, honey. You get in the shower, your hair get wet. But I think braids are really pretty. I mean, braids are really pretty, and I think dreads are really nice too. But they take a lot more patience than other styles, and I don't think people really give it that respect. As far as in the workplace,
Like far as with our culture, far as with braids, not just like in general, like our culture.
it's definitely inherent to who we've always been. I mean, when you look at the chibi women everybody's not buying the chibi paste to make their hair grow. Their hair's not growing just because of that paste. Their hair is growing because it's braided up. They're leaving their hair alone. That part.
All right, Jay, are you back yet? Or is your phone still got you choked out in a
Shit,
coma?
I don't know.
Ah, yeah, you sounded bad.
It cut me all the way out to where I just came back in at the end of what Raw was saying.
But
So,
I know you love some braids because you always got some braids on, girl. They always look nice too.
hey, she's sexy.
Thank you. Just shut the hell up. So, with me, as far as the braids, I feel like, it's a culture thing. It's something that black people have done from the beginning of time. We have done braids. We have done braids far as with braids is not just a style for anybody to sit here and wear. So I'm gonna just, bring some of the history in here for the Sarahs and the Karens that may not know that might just think it's a hairstyle and might think it's okay for Kim and Chloe and every other hoe that's not melanated to wear it. And I mean melanated without a tan. I mean, born this way. Um, Back in the day, like when other people decide to bring us over here, braids were war for people to have maps in. We had maps in our head. We had food in our hair. We had money, gold, and things like that in our hair. It's more of a cultural thing and a style. The only reason why a lot of black people today wore wigs and stuff like that is because it's a European standard, and they feel as if that's how we can. Who got me on in the background? Jay.
That was my CD. I have to turn it down.
But yeah, we end up, going to the straight hair like they have because we were able to like basically, or like Jay said, get jobs. We were able to, I guess you could say, be more accepted, but it's not. That's not never been our roots. We always was considered either ghetto or thugs as black women with braids, and it's actually a protective style as well. And what else was I gonna say about braids and afros? Also, back in the days when we were slaves and stuff like that, we had to wear hair wraps. We had to wear hair wraps because the white women or wives inside the home didn't like the fact that we had our hair was soft. They didn't like it got attention basically, and attention got took off them, and they cannot, replicate what we do without a wig or doing a blowout and stuff like that. They gotta wash their hair every day. We need oil. So yeah. Any thoughts? Anyone?
Did you say they gotta wash their hair every day, but we need the oil? Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus, come through. That's. I'm not with you.
I mean, some people just be want to wear styles, and they be trying to figure out why so many black people be offended because folks be like, "Well, black people wear blonde hair, and we know that you're not born with that hair." Sis, you sound about dumb as hell because there's people in Africa that actually have blue eyes and blonde hair, dumbass. So I just wanted to come on here and do a little education with the hair and why people are offended when certain people wear certain hairstyles. Motherfucker, we had to sit here and straighten our hair, just like some black men have to cut their hair for certain jobs in America. Not saying that we even fucking wanted to be here in the first goddamn place, but I digress.
Cage. But then you have people going all the way to the other extremes. Like I know you saw that whole thing with the Gorilla Glue girl. What did you think about that? Because I thought that was some straight full of fucking niggatry.
Yeah, that's what that was.
I feel like nigga, she just
That
a
was a
clown in the circus.
yeah, that was a cry out for attention.
Yeah, I mean, but you still, if you say it's a crowd for attention, I say she's just a clown in a circus. I mean, that's
Yep,
why so many people look at our community like we fucking retarded as hell.
yeah.
For all of it to come out to be like a lot, but I guess.
Right, but this is the thing that makes me not even mad at Shorty. Everybody has so much to say about how strong Gorilla Glue was and how she should have known better, but yet and still they sent her all this money. You mean to tell me it took one, black lady from wherever to show y'all, let me put some Gorilla Glue in my hair, and you can see that that's not what this does? Like, have y'all not done any industrial work inside of your house? Have you done no DIY projects? Do you not understand that Gorilla Glue is not like hairspray? It doesn't spray out in small droplets. It will never spray out clear. It will always foam up on you. Like, what is wrong with us as a culture that we even celebrate that shit and pay that shit that much attention? 100? I mean, not 100, I'm sorry, 1.8 million views the last time I looked at her original video. Make it make sense.
I didn't
It's,
even know she
it's
had a video on here. I'm gonna let you speak here in a second. I didn't know she had a video on here. Like I said, it's like you part of my community by default, nigga. Like, well, a lot of stuff that black folks do will sit here and have our ancestors fucking ashamed. So like clownery like that, I haven't even watched the girl video. I know it's supposed to be a video out of another girl showing that you can get the Gorilla Glue out her head. Matter of fact, all this fuckery and foolishness in Black History Month. Like, to add insult to injury, like Black History Month, nigga, of all fucking
right,
months. Like,
right.
how you just wanted some motherfucking attention, and I was up in the sit here and give it to you for free, bitch. What was you finna say about
And she
petty?
wanted
Didn't
her
I
hair
don't tell
done.
you nothing?
Silly.
Oh shit! Ooh, Lord Jesus, my stomach.
Okay, what was
Uh,
you finna say?
I'm just, I'm kind of with y'all on that. It's like, dude, like, first of all, first of all, every original, real black woman I know, I, I ain't met one yet that just tries something on their fucking head. They get their hair done and won't even go swimming to the sauna. Don't sweat. You can't even get no good booty when the hair is done right.
But babe, if you look at all her pictures and stuff like that, like that bitch just did that shit for fucking clout. That's why
But
nigga fuck
but
her
that
and her
but that's
mama.
what but that's
Just
what I'm
swallow her
saying. That's what I'm saying. But the community, whether now see the 1.8 million views, I hate to be just, you know, feeling like I'm on one side of the fence, but it's probably just a lot of other people watching the clownery. It ain't we watching it. Not we, cause give two damns less, cause I don't have to sleep with that glue head. But
Stop
What's up? Welcome to the
it.
we
live. Thumbs it up. Appreciate you coming through. Go ahead, bro.
you know, we as a culture liked the video, shared it out, talked shit about her, and all of that. As a culture, and I put everybody in the same basket because even when the people that did try to say helpful shit to her, somebody would come in right up under that and be like, "Nah, man, she just dumb as hell." Okay, well, let's take all of what we see out of it and let's just for 1 second play this blonde in society type role and say, does anybody know if this motherfucker has a mental condition? While we bashing her for what she did, or while we publicizing what she did, or while we sharing it out, does she have a mental problem? Just the
I
act
mean,
alone.
that, I
But
mean, but
but
they said that shit, nigga. But that was debunked because she was, I think, an elementary school teacher. But how long are you gonna stay on this topic? Because this shit don't got shit to do with Black history, nothing fucking real, other than the fact that she dumb as hell.
I, yeah, I'm just on the show. Yeah, don't matter to me at all. I'm just here.
All right, so the next topic basically is the feminist movement and how do you think it impacted the Black community, in good or bad, if at all.
Feminism isn't for us. I mean, it's cute that there's a black feminist movement, but none of the laws in this land
Oh,
is for black people.
the original feminist movement, so to say.
That wasn't for black people. That was for the bored housewives of the time period because they wanted to have a say in what was going on.
You remember I said that, bro?
Hmm. And that, I mean, it's sad because that was another undermined attack because yeah, y'all wanted to be able to say, what's going on and have some kind of power in y'all house, but at the same damn time, when that power didn't really suit you and wasn't for you to begin with, it's one of those situations where, hey, look at what we can do. Y'all ain't doing it. Y'all men still doing A, B, and C, and y'all can't say shit. And once that became a multicolored movement, it's
Your
like
phone hating like a mother.
you didn't really see a whole lot of the backlash that happened in the white community before you seen it from the black community.
I mean, I just
I'm
feel like
listening, y'all.
the movement was never for like when you think about the feminist movement and everything that happened with the feminist movement, it didn't do shit to me. But fuck up black households, take the black man out the household. They didn't do shit, build some handicap shit, build some shit that made it easier for them. They wanted to go to work, but really these motherfuckers sat here and got a lot of black women to work and want to have equal rights and this, that, and the third, with this, with that, all this other mushmouth bullshit they lied about. And tell us basically, we could go to work. We don't have to sit here and wait for this man, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, these hoes didn't go to work and they still waited for their damn man while they was home. But okay, I digress. And then you sit here and be like, well, we'll take care. If he don't want to sit here and pay child support, take care of his kids, we'll make him do it. Not knowing that you're sitting here funding shit like, child support, which is state, government rent and shit like that. So who are you really paying? Who are you really having to be capitalism? And then when you think about it, far as with what is that shit called? Child support. Child support is a government funded thing. Like when you sit here and go sign up for welfare and assistance and shit like that for your kid and Medicaid and shit like that, what they tell you is, well, we gotta find out who they are and we'll take care of you. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna pay for this daycare. But if your black baby daddy sit here and lose a job, go through any type of hardship, car breakdown, late to work, get fired, boss a bitch, we just heard how you can't even sit here and have your hair how the fuck you want your hair to be regularly to get a job, nigga. So they looking for anything to sit here and let, to me, black men go from certain jobs, or not even let black men in certain jobs, so it's harder for them to keep the job. And then you have mass incarceration, due to this feminist movement that's supposed to be for women. And y'all favorite president seems to be in this black community that allegedly stole this election. His crime bill in '94, supported the mass incarceration. So I just don't understand how the fuck you sit here and let somebody pay you directly in your motherfucking face. How the fuck is Biden even in office? Like, I'm just help me understand this shit. So Biden, for one, allegedly stole the election, allegedly had fucking ballots coming away from motherfucking China to motherfucking American, and now he's the fucking president. And the black people that did vote for him, or the people that did vote for him, more than likely are fucking minority. And you're more than likely a Democrat because somebody told you to be a fucking Democrat. But you gotta remember the same fucking Democrat was best friends with the leader of KKK, Lil Birdman. So make this shit make sense, because our history just make us look dumber and dumber about a motherfucking second. Like, I really feel like our ancestors will look at us and really, nigga, they will fucking enslave us, because, nigga, you can't be that goddamn dumb. You just can't be. It's like motherfucking John Cena. You don't see me, bitch. Like, you can't be that fucking motherfucking dumb. Raw, I'll let you say whatever topic you
But
want
they
to say.
can be.
You came on camera.
They can be. It's 86% of the vote. 86% of the black vote is Democrat. For what? Like how you said, Biden has poor policy. Biden has been in office for 47 years. He's been on the Hill. Kamala Harris is not for black people. So what? And then they tried it with Trump, and I'm so glad that Trump didn't get impeached and he got acquitted. But what do you guys feel about President's Day being during Black History Month? Like all the other months, President's Day has to be during Black History Month? That's some crazy shit. And then somebody told me the other day that Black History Month was actually Black History Week. And now we have like a whole month, so it's grown from there. But why do we need a separate month allocated to us? Black history should be taught every single day because it's part of the cornerstone, the fabric of America. America wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for black people. I said it.
Jay, you want to say anything?
See if I can be heard.
Yeah, you could be heard. And appreciate the super chat, Clue. You could have came on a panel too. I sent you the link to the email, but I see you was half-ass hating, but okay. I see where we go. You was all excited about Black History Month being one of the topics. You was excited for Black History to be the topics for all of February. You on here talking about something, yeah, I'm gonna be there. We 2 shows in, nigga. We already only got 28 days of the month left. I'm just saying. We had to get the shortest month. Not only did we have to get President Day, but we had to get Valentine's Day in our motherfucking month as well. Bitch, have a motherfucking tall glass, shut the fuck up. But
I'm not.
Babe, what was you gonna
say? Is I think I'm really still trying to figure out what made Black History Month even take place in February. To begin with, what was special about February? Why not May? You know what I mean? Why not somewhere else? Why February? Like, what is tied into February? Like, was it Valentine's Day? Y'all was like, oh, we're gonna show these niggas love and give them the month of love? Like, that shit doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but wait, babe, do you really even believe in a month of fucking love? Because this is just, to me, another patriot holiday that these motherfuckers came up with to capitalize and get rich, just like fucking Christmas.
I mean, but it's still set in stone that this is what that month is for. You feel what I'm saying? So,
but what do Cupid really stand for, though? Just like
I
what do Christmas really stand for and Krampus and everything else.
well, see, Christmas, yeah, I mean, it is that, but what I'm saying is why February? That's all I want to know is why
Because
February.
Frederick Douglass' birthday is on February 20th and Abraham Lincoln's birthday is on February 12th. That's why.
Okay, okay. So the people who really gave a damn and tried to do something for us, okay, yeah, no, okay. Well, looking at it like that, it makes sense. I think every other holiday in February should be put the fuck on pause. Let us get our celebration on. But
Now, why
see,
would they do a thing like that?
this is what kind of sort of bothers me about February, and the reason why I've always wondered why February. Because if I'm niggerly correct, what is Juneteenth about?
That's
No
supposed to be
June.
Black
The
History.
emancipation of the slaves and celebrating our freedom.
So we couldn't have June. Why? You get what I'm saying now? Like you don't wouldn't that make more sense? Damn them two birthdays. I mean, those people they really did what they did for us. But if we're celebrating Juneteenth, why not June be Black History Month? You feel what I'm saying? But as
The
far
same reason
as
they don't give us reparations.
well, yeah, yeah. But as far as the whole feminist thing and all of that, man, it's just the child support and all of the many other things that are the rat traps that are set in place, for the black families to steady stick their hands in and get caught in. It's just it's just it's real fucked up because there's no area of life for a black person that's really peaceful because you sometimes can't even be peaceful inside your own car. If you are, you listen to your damn music too loud. If you are, your wheels is too big, you look hood. I mean, everything we do has some kind of backlash to it from society. Like if you're in your
But you
house,
notice that, like, but I still feel like the trendsetters and like they still want to do. They want to be the. They the type of haters that want to be you so motherfucking bad because like if you notice, yeah, it was ratchet back in the day to have rims and spinners and all the other shit. But when I look at that shit now, I see motherfucking white folks with rims and shit than black people.
yeah,
I'm not never gonna get no rims just because, bitch. I don't want you to think that I got money. I want to look like Bill Gates. I want to look like a whole fucking bum, bitch, and have Bill Gates fucking bank account hoe. Just think I'm broke as fuck out here. Just think that. I don't want you to think that I
Factory.
got shit.
yeah. I mean, I second that motion. I mean, but me, I'm a little different. So I'm gonna look like Bill Gates, but my wrist gonna be heavy. My teeth gonna look like I chewed on too much glitter. And I mean, if you look at those two items, because I got to have a nice blinged out Apple Watch and a nice,
Bling that Apple Watch, nigga. You
yeah,
ain't gonna get
I
you just said holy. You ain't gonna be dripping in the
nah,
baguettes and stuff. None of that.
nah. Well, I'm gonna have the baguettes, but they gonna be on this Apple Watch some kind of which way. You know what I mean? When I hold up the time, it's gonna already show that my wrist has been updated to the new iOS version. You feel what I'm saying?
Be
Nobody's
Now,
playing
careful
with
with that.
you.
We don't need you over there on that smart dust.
hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, it's messed up because, you know, in order to stop the strength of a community, whether it be white or black, this particular month we're talking about the black one, so we're going to address the black one. Now, in order to have a strong community, you've got to have people in that community who can believe in something stronger than them. If you pay attention to your black communities when you were growing up, we had our fucking doors unlocked as well. The screen door was up, the screen was on it. We had the doors unlocked. You could come outside and sit on the porch. You would speak to damn near everybody in the neighborhood. All of the older people knew who the fuck you was. If you got in trouble, they'd call your parents and might not even like your mama, but they gonna call your mama and tell her you outside fucking up. If the street lights came on and mama couldn't find you, mama would call somebody up the motherfucking street that she might not like, but they would direct your ass back to the motherfucking house. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Kindly and swiftly. Now, I don't fuck with your mama, JJ, but you need to go home because if she come up here and kick your ass, you're gonna be
I don't got
embarrassed
shit to do with it.
tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't have to there wasn't no conversation when I left that lady's yard playing with her son like this. Look, she always wearing her goody two shoes and can't even keep up with her motherfucking kids. That shit didn't. That shit type of shit we hear now. But back then, our communities were strong. What happened to our communities was when the older people died off, we had a way of living. You don't like where you stay at, you move into another community, you get a whole nother list of friends, and y'all start doing a whole nother list of other shit. And like now, when I go back to where I grew up at, the houses are ran down, everything's ran down, the fucking store is halfway closed and shit like that. And it's like, damn, what happened to my hood? Well, sadly, I'm part of what happened to my hood because not saying I have to stay there forever, but if enough of us cared about where we came from, those same places that we went to make more money, those same places we went to make other people more money, if we did that in our own communities and our own towns that loved us when we grew up, we might have some place that we could actually find some peace and comfort at. And we feel like we doing it. We feel safe and comfortable at. And we feel like
And
we
your
doing it.
phone just hated on you.
Say what?
Your phone just hated on you.
Man, well, what I'm trying to say is we move to these other communities because we want to be looked at as being able to live and do a certain thing, right? And all that ultimately does is these people don't want you here. Go barbecue and watch somebody tell somebody that you had a party. Pull up and wash your car and watch somebody hate on you because your music was too loud washing your car. These people can get you evicted out of these neighborhoods by complaining on you. They don't want you
Yeah,
there
they
in the
could say that
first
you're a
place.
nuisance, even if you buying a house. They could say you're a nuisance and
Yeah, they don't
keep
want
it
you there in
pushing.
the first place. Everything on every corner of
But babe, I don't understand how fuck you don't want somebody somewhere. Where bitch, y'all brought us here. We didn't come here, motherfucker. Y'all
that's
brought us
because
here and stole all our ideals, nigga. Need our fucking melon,
that's
nigga. Need our
that's
Hmm.
resources.
because most of the people who feel that's because most of the people who feel like that, like not being funny, but they feel like they didn't bring us over here, motherfucker. Somebody down the line brought us over here. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't never really get the full you don't ever get the full intensity of y'all brought us over here because motherfucker, my family didn't have shit to do with that. You
Nah,
know what I
you
mean? Like
get
I didn't
it.
bring y'all over here.
Nah,
Yeah,
y'all
then line.
missing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
y'all missing it. What it is they know their family brought you over here. But the way the laws is set up, they can't treat you how their family did. So it's about free
Right,
labor. You ever
right.
notice since we stopped working for them for free, now we the worst thing since what? The devil. Hell, because they can't get nothing off our blood, sweat, and tears. You really have to understand how much money was made off of the slave trade in America. Tobacco, cotton, you know what I'm saying? Fabrication, building of buildings, the whole entire railway system in the United States of America was built off of chain gangs made from Jim Crow laws. And I think where a lot of black people mess themselves over is they don't know the laws. Know the law and use the words that they put in stone against them.
That
Period.
that's because most of the shit we read is on BET, it's on World Star Hip Hop, all of that type of stupid ass shit. Now, if you wrote a book about the fucking Real Housewives of Atlanta, a nigga might read that bitch from cover to cover. But if you put in a book that's it's already out there, what we can do to actually get our straw man, what we can do to get our actual birth certificate, so we're not labeled as cattle because that's what Social Security number does to you. It's a lot of shit that we could actually do to get our own actual rights back. You know what I mean, and shit like that. But guess what? It's really uninteresting. It ain't enough drama. But then we turn around the same day and complain about something that's probably down there, Article A, Chapter 6, Index A, B1, that tells you all you really have to do is go to the state capitol, do a jumping jack, and motherfucker will give you $1,000. You know how many niggas will be lined up doing cardio at the fucking state capitol? But we don't
Hmm.
read. We don't know we don't know that it's out there to do that. But let somebody tell you about a stupid ass law like it's okay to beat your wife on Sundays at the step of the state capitol. Niggas gonna be dragging bitches down there Saturday night at midnight.
Don't
Cause
they
that's
have
the
that
type
law
of
in the
stupid
book
shit we
in
get into.
Arkansas?
Huh?
Don't they have that law in the books in Arkansas?
I don't think it's Arkansas. I think it's Tennessee. But it might be
Mm.
Arkansas. But that's the type of stupid shit.
Arkansas might be one of the damn states.
Yeah, but that's the type of stupid shit that we'll focus on. We ain't gonna focus on nothing to help us. We will focus on something that fits our life before we focus on something that will help us change the fucking life that we got. That's how the shit works.
I think though with black people is that as a culture, we spent so many years working hard for other people's dreams. Half of us are ingrained that you have to work for someone else's dream, and the rest of us is just tight. Like, you know what? My ancestors did all the work that I'm gonna do for the rest of the family's legacy and generation. It takes effort to actually learn laws. It takes effort to make a tangible change in your community. It takes work. And then you have the ridiculously overwhelming amount of black people that hate to see another black person doing something because then that
Which,
calls them to accountability.
yep, that is true. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that might roll over into the next little bit of discussion right there. That's a
My
nice link.
next topic is about the police, nigga. Like the first
Uh
black police and black people is with policing. That's my next topic.
uh
The first black
uh.
officer was Samuel J. Battles, born January 16, 83. He passed in August 7, 1966. I got his badge number, whatever. He was the first NYPD way back
Way back.
then. Yeah. But see, the 1960s was when a lot of shit that I'm finna talk about, if we had time, come to play. But I was gonna talk about like that's when we had the first black officer, and I was gonna bring that up for us with the conversation on why the fuck is it that black people sit here and say that, oh well, the police they discriminating against me and they treated me this and they treated me that way, this, that, and the third. Not saying they don't, not saying they don't, because I feel like motherfuckers y'all biased, whether y'all know that y'all are biased or not. I feel like some people, kind of like in Asian or China or whatever, like they don't really see black people, so they want to touch our hair, and they really think the shit that you see on TV is really how the fuck we are, like Housewives of Atlanta and shit like that. So I think subconsciously everybody had a potential to be racist or whatever. But why is it that we always somewhere hollering about, we getting discriminated against with these judges, we getting discriminated against with these police, but whenever there is a black police, he fucking Uncle Tom. And a lot of y'all dumb niggas don't even know who the fuck Uncle Tom really was or his motherfucking legacy, dumbass. But they sit here
Right,
call him
because
a ducker.
people,
They call him a fucking Uncle Tom. Be mad whenever it is a fucking black officer in space. So how do we want them to treat us equal when the cousin down the street that can be a police that sit here on PlayStation all goddamn day that need to put his motherfucking life on the goddamn line. When he get here, when he sit here and he becomes a police officer, it's an issue. But when a white person say police officer, it's not an issue. Or why is it that we have time to vote for motherfucking dumbass Biden, racist ass, allegedly, crime bill to 94 bitch ass, but you can't sit here and vote for your goddamn judges in your own goddamn city and wonder why the fuck you're getting discriminated against. I just make this shit make sense to me.
I don't know, but I mean, what I do know is a lot of people are more so Sambos than Uncle Tom. And I think a lot of people really do need to go read Uncle Tom's Cabin and understand the
Yep.
literary reference.
Facts.
But when it comes down to police, again, that damn, your husband's phone done played him out again. But when it comes down to police
Damn.
and black people, like that takes effort too. You got to have a college degree. You got to have a little bit of education in order to get into law enforcement
What the
because
fuck
you
you
have,
don't?
yes, you do. You have to have
Well, not in
60 credits.
Arkansas.
Really?
Not in Arkansas.
Girl, in New York, you have to have 60 college credits. It's preferred that you have a degree in like criminal justice, like, or pre law in order to become a police officer. And that really should be kind of the standard. And then there's the physical requirement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know how to play video games, they know how to eat a whole bunch of food. But as far as getting in that gym and passing those tests, they can't do it. But people don't realize that the police department was set to give the immigrants that came over here as indentured servants the illusion that they could be on the same level as the upper echelon people that were here and that brought them here. And it's that's always going to be a contentious part of government, because they're kind of really on the same level as the people that they're set to police. And the more people that they can capture, the more people that they can reign their authority over, it gives them a sense of power, a sense of self-esteem, and it uplifts them in the eyes of other people that look like them. We're not going to win the race that way. We definitely need to have more Black people in law enforcement, as far as being police officers, being prosecutors, being district attorneys. Like, at the end of the day, Black people just need to know the law, and they don't.
That's why I'm all for straight black schools. Yeah, I was gonna ask this topic with Jay because he is a man and he fucked that shit up.
He'll be back. Clue needs to bring
I'm
himself
trying to
up here
see.
and stop stunting.
He really can, Uncle, because this shit. The next topic was really for men. Uh, what I was gonna say. First, with the police in a black community, I just feel like it makes more sense for it to be someone a part of that community, policing that community, versus someone that just has this pre notion of what black people are really like, versus somebody that actually grew up and knows this kid. They are more lenient towards certain situations when you are from the community and you do know the family and stuff like that, versus someone that's, I mean, you see the stuff that happened in California. We just let's just say Boys in the Hood was like true stories for a lot of people dealing with the police and stuff like that. Uh, you said something that I was going to touch the topic on. No, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, in the chat, I'm trying to see if Jay gonna come back in here so I could actually finish this discussion. I don't fucking see you. No shit. I don't see that shit.
Hmm. I'm over here listening to a whole little playlist. Right? What you doing, sis? You just staring at the camera like, what the hell? She focused, y'all. She focused.
See you in a second. Goddamn, 20 years fucking later.
Yeah, got a
Nigga, I feel I should
minimum
have put that
on.
down. I should have put that down SpongeBob goddamn thing on there. A few moments later,
I gotta
eternity
tell you.
later.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I
so this next topic, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I gotta pull over.
Uh, this next topic is more so something that you want to talk about, or more so based on you. Why do you think we don't have black male leaders in our community anymore? Black leaders like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and people like that.
First off the rip, we probably won't have any because not only do we run the risk of becoming a target to be killed, um, we also could be very successful in leading absolutely nobody because nobody wants to listen anymore. Everybody knows everything. Not only just those two things, but at the very same time, the moment I become a leader, somebody else in my community that I'm trying to lead is going to either try to knock me down, spread rumors about me, or either come for me or my edges, as y'all say. You know what I
Say
mean?
you retarded.
So I'm just saying, like nobody likes to see a black leader. We like the idea of a black leader, but
Thank you, Anissa.
if you look at you know the majority of black leaders today, there are tons of not only rumors but truths that make that black leader either A have to sit his ass down or B be discredited. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the story of the black man in general. We can't lead the house. We can't lead the house because guess what? Most, not all, black women want to run the house. Okay? Now, that might be a touchy subject to some, but it's truth to it. We can't really run our jobs because even when we become a supervisor or if we are not the ones that own the business, we're still directed and spoken to as if we don't even have that position. Man, I told that punk ass supervisor the other day, man, shit, you a nigga like me, fuck you. Like you got shit like that that really goes on out here, and God forbid we try to lead as a father if Lil Mama is bitter and child support is loving the bitterness, then guess what? We just got X'd out of that shit just the same. We can't even lead ourselves because in trying to lead ourselves, we have a whole community trying to tell us what the fuck we should do and what the fuck we shouldn't do. So being a leader, I don't give a damn if you lead your puppy to the motherfucking dog food. You got to be
Say you
thankful for being
retarded.
for real. You got to be thankful for being able to lead something somewhere because a lot of people want a leader, but a lot of people want a certain leader. You know what I mean? Like how many
Yeah.
dumb yeah, a lot of dumbasses wanted Kanye for president. Why? Because he was Kanye, not because that nigga smart. This nigga went to a dinner in aluminum fucking foil. This who y'all want to run the goddamn country? But it was because of the name and the popularity of who he was. I don't want my president to be Mr. Reynolds Rap West. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want that to begin with.
No,
Like, you know what I'm
no,
Endorsement.
thank
saying?
you.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't want that shit to begin with, but those type of popular people we want to be leaders. Like everybody, clown the shit out of Colin. You know what I mean? When he took a knee. What nobody having that nigga back when he took a knee and all them people was going against him. He had a select few in the community that was like, yeah, you doing the right shit. And we started finding out the truths behind why he even took the knee. And that's how the truths about the flag came out. Okay, well, fast forward when the nigga got his deal and got all the motherfucking checks back. Now all of a sudden he's a meme around the world and people want to do the same thing and compare other people's events and needs to his shit. We wasn't with you when you knelt. We was still watching NFL. We motherfuckers watched the Super Bowl.
Motherfuckers still
It,
watch Super Bowl to this day and still go to the
but
motherfucking Super Bowl parties, which I feel like is some coon,
but
dumbass shit.
but but motherfuckers sat back and before your knee pad even got the grass out of it good, we was still watching. Fuck the boycott on the NFL, man. Shit, I'm gonna watch that shit. My team playing. Nigga,
Hmm.
your real team took a knee, so you can understand why the fuck I don't fuck with this flag. But we don't. You can't want a black leader and then want to choose what the fuck that nigga lead. You either
Yeah,
own the
yes, you
ship,
can.
not really,
No, I'm
not
being
really.
sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I would say you can't want me to be the captain of the ship if you just finna get out the damn ship because you want to ride a jet ski.
You can't be
You
Captain
gotta
Save a hoe.
yeah, you gotta ride this
listen,
shit out.
we don't have black leaders until black people die. See, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X,
Okay.
Marcus Garvey, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Frederick Douglass, all of them, Nat Turner, Birth of a Nation, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, they were all hated on as they tried to liberate other black people from the struggle. It was,
That's
oh no,
true.
I'm not doing that. Oh, why should I leave Massa house? Oh, if Massa's sick, we gotta stay here and take care of Massa's house. People didn't want that liberation and they still don't. The only difference is now we have social media so we can reach each other in an instant, even if you live on the other side of the globe.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And they've poisoned black people's minds so that black people are focused on wigs, cars, rims, clothes, money,
Gucci,
high
stupid
value.
nigga shit.
Mm, mm,
Right. And they don't know what high value really is. And whatever, I'm gonna be talking about high value thirst on Monday morning. But the shit is real. Like, black people are twisted as a fuck, and they don't want to do no better as a whole. Now, I'm not saying there aren't individuals in the black community that are striving and pushing to do something more and something for all of us, but as a whole, black people rather go still buy Dove, still go buy H&M because H&M got the best fashions, honey, for the fewest dollars. They want to watch the sports game. They want to still drink Dom Perignon and still wear Tommy Hilfiger, even though both these people have said they don't want you in their shit. Like, make it make sense. Anybody?
yeah.
Sharon? Let me shut up.
You're not you're not gonna be able to make it make sense because that's where the focus is in the community. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's that you like I said, you can't want a leader and then knock down the leader. You ought to be that those black people that are watching the leader that you know ain't shit, hoping he get through the crack. Cause once you let enough of us through the crack, motherfucker, we kicking the door in. But we don't even allow a nigga a chance to get in there because we don't nah man, not that nigga shit. It should have been that other nigga, man. That other nigga cool than a mother. It ain't about being cool, stupid. Cool is what got us in the dumb shit we in now is being cool. It's time out
That
for cool.
part.
It's time to get cold, goddamn it. Yeah, fuck being cool. Get cold.
Wait, but then
You
you
let
got
you
people,
Hey look, y'all. I
but
was just
it,
gonna say, it's all right when the CIA and all these people can infiltrate our neighborhoods, but y'all don't want to come together and
Jay,
infiltrate some
if
shit that
you do
that
not
really
let me
might
fucking get to my
help.
next topic without you jumping ahead,
hmm.
I really was rambling off at the mouth, but yeah, I'll let you do that. I just, I was talking about shit, my bad,
you know, I was
my
finna
bad.
say.
I gotta find the exit.
Play with y'all. Child, but then you also have them people out there too that'll be like, just because they can't be your friend no more. Oh my god, let me show that this person owes X, Y, and Z in child support. Oh my god, let me show that this person is a hoe. You been knew that these people was who they was.
Yeah, and sad but truth is, their history of being whatever the fuck they was is probably what got these people into leadership positions. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know what better way to embarrass a leader of color than to have one up there that got faults. That way, when that motherfucking nigga don't do what you ask him to do, guess what? You got him by the balls because you're gonna have to play hardball, or we're gonna tell everybody you like children. Those are the type of people that they letting be leaders. People that goddamn just as fucked up as they is, because they know that they gonna have them niggas by the nuts. You can't tell me you can't
And
tell me no
basically, they
otherwise. That's why little
want them to be
mama.
a leader so they can blackmail them.
Yep.
Exactly, exactly. That's how that shit work. They don't want no clean, squeaky clean nigga in there. They want a nigga up in the White House like Ti. Somebody that they know got one more strike, two more strikes, no strikes. Nigga, come in here and don't tell the black people to go stand on the bridge and see how many niggas it take to make the bridge collapse. Don't ask them to go do that and watch how many goddamn charges we put on you. Because you remember back in the day, you got caught with them guns that we just kind of didn't say nothing about. You know what I mean? Like they want people in there that they can still force to do what the fuck their agenda is. And what better way for
Basically, they
a
want people in there that
slightly
they can fucking
slower
control, and that's
society?
why Trump only had one term.
Exactly. And you
Well,
right, because after T.I. got arrested with them guns, we
well,
had a slew of TV shows from T.I.
man, what you talking about?
So you ready for the actual topic, the next topic?
Yo, come on with it.
So my opinion, as far as with why we don't have black leaders, is very different, I guess, from both of y'all's. Cause I feel like we don't have black leaders, cause shit, they get assassinated allegedly by the FBI. And when I sit here and say that, I would like to bring up shit like the Black Panthers that was founded in the 1960s. Um, the Black Panthers actually did shit like free lunch for kids that couldn't afford it. They actually did education, healthcare, and the Black Panthers was policing the police. So then when the Black Panthers were doing exactly what the fuck should have been done now, because the history is just a vicious cycle that stay repeating itself. When when we got our quote unquote freedom, that we actually went to war and fought for our motherfucking self. But I digress. Whatever y'all want to put in y'all motherfucking little crap based history books, go ahead with that. Uh yeah, we got our own freedom. Y'all didn't do shit. Y'all didn't none of that shit, nigga. None of that shit. The Black Panthers actually policed the police because after we got our freedom, then they figured out a way to still enslave us legally. So now you sitting here having this type of law, that type of law that we're breaking. We're breaking this law, we're breaking that law. We're getting gunned down for absolutely motherfucking nothing. So you had motherfuckers like Huey Newton that sat here and came up with the Black Panthers. Well, he didn't come up with it himself, but he came up with most of it, or he was the beast of the program. Kind of like, what do you call it? Like head singer or the first person to star the show. He to me was the star of the motherfucking Black Panthers or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
cause he ain't take no motherfucking shit. So you have them that's policing the police, and if you shooting other motherfuckers down fucking nothing, they're asking you like, what's going on, what's happening, why this, why that. And to me, that's still the same shit that should have been going on now. Instead of having a whole goddamn man that's been kneeled on and traveling him around the motherfucking United States of fucking America to distract you from what's really going on in motherfucking America, but you still too goddamn stupid to fucking know that. We have, they did that shit. What else did they do? Uh, One of the Black Panthers are still in jail to this fucking day because he was considered a fucking treason. The FBI they self came up with the whole shit of them saying, what was it? The Black Panther Party is the single greatest threat to the United States of America. Why? Because they wasn't sitting here letting people kill us down and gun us down like y'all doing still to this day. Make this shit make sense. Why is this motherfucking man still in fucking prison for protecting himself? Make this shit make sense, or do people even know they fucking history? So when I sit here and say that our ancestors probably will be ashamed of our ass, I'm pretty sure they will be, because ain't no fucking way in here that y'all said steady staying here let people gun folks down. And man, it ain't me. But if a motherfucker step in your ragged ass motherfucking airport, you ready to fucking throw your whole goddamn life away, but you don't want to throw your life away over something that actually have a meaning to it. I just don't understand these pussy ass niggas, to be honest with you. But I don't really feel like a lot of people are not leaders because they get assassinated by the FBI mainly, allegedly.
Hmm.
They what else thoughts?
Pow pow. Uh, my thoughts are the same as yours at the moment. Um, I am just I don't know. It's kind of hard to want to stand up knowing you will get shot down, and it's kind of hard to stand up and while you're standing, not be afraid to still be gunned down. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
but I feel
I
like we
just
don't have
don't.
black. I feel like we don't got black leaders because you gonna have to still sit here and look at the black people that's gonna be hating on you, the black people that's gonna be ignorant to certain things, and then you still have the fucking government to worry about. Like it's been too many documentaries, it's been too many witnesses that's still alive to this day. They be like, Martin King wasn't killed, he was assassinated. You have white people that come out and fucking say this shit. I was hired to assassinate him. The FBI and stuff like that. So when little boys, in Georgia and stuff like that, whole bodies getting rolled up in fucking, mats and shit like that, and your dad's the FBI. I do not trust the government. I don't fuck with them. I do not like it. And that's why I don't like police. Cause y'all motherfucking history, bitch, shows that y'all are motherfucking thugs. Y'all fucking history, bitch, show that y'all are the dangerous ones. Not fucking black people. I really don't understand this whole race shit with Biden and his whole shit talking about this mass incarceration with black people. Like we are the dangerous one. And Ronald Reagan, and a matter of fact, Ronald Reagan, bitch ass, the one that came up with fucking the Munford Act of 1967 towards the fucking Black Party, the what the fuck, Black Panther Party or whatever. So just it's just a lot of shit that these government officials do that's like in your fucking face, and it's just like, how the fuck, why the fuck, how the fuck do we go from being queens and go from fucking living up here to fucking down here, and you don't see shit just right in your motherfucking face? They don't even have this shit that motherfucking mouth. Like, why the fuck is this community so goddamn retarded? Like, I don't even understand that shit, man. That shit is sickening and saddening. And a lot of people died for us to have certain shit that we don't even fucking take advantage of. Still too simple to do. It's people die for us to have the right to fucking read and shit, motherfucker, and write and put this and that together, because slaves couldn't do that shit. For you to sit here and see laws and other shit like that and still not to sit here and do it? Are you serious? Motherfucker, you have a whole phone that's probably 15, 2,000 motherfucking dollars that will read to you for you, bitch. Like, I don't understand how people are so goddamn dumb. Like, I don't understand this shit with the black community, and I feel like that's sad, seeing our history and seeing how strong our ancestors was. Because now today, boy, y'all softer than the motherfucking mouse pissing on goddamn cotton in the motherfucking church. If you go to church, I don't believe in that shit either. But what was you gonna
Listen,
say?
that's why everybody likes Killmonger. Remember Killmonger's line? I'd rather have died in the sea with my ancestors than to be here. So was we really kings and queens that's brought over here? Or were we the castors? Were the kings and the queens and the alpha male and females left on Africa, and the beta males and females was here, and some of us just happen to have a little bit of that alpha shit in our DNA, so that's why we here? Because there's a whole bunch of beta males and females running around these streets that swear to God they're tough. They're not. And like how I said, even when we look through history, it's always been the one out of however many million. And then they got to fight with everybody around them to open their eyes. The reality is, I don't know, like, I love my people, but I'm not fighting for people that ain't
We
fighting for
lost.
themselves. I'm not fighting for people that would rather put their money in other people's pockets than to go out there and create their own brands. I'm not fighting for people that want to go kill themselves working 80 hours a week for somebody else's dreams to live a meager existence instead of banding together and creating their own shit. I'm not fighting for people that don't want to sit there and pour into the black community and black businesses because it's a little more expensive and their customer service ain't as tight as a multi-billion-dollar industry who in fact doesn't have good customer service, but they have enough profit that they could pay your ass off when they do some fuck shit to you. I'm not with the shits. And until black people could wake the fuck up, like, we ain't going nowhere. We have cyclical behavior patterns that stem from the abuse that goes on in homes, from the sexual promiscuity, from the lack of faith in religion, from the broken down communities. Like, yo, nobody don't give a fuck about nobody else except for themselves. And that's a sick, sad existence. Don't even let me get the going off. Let me be quiet, child. Let me be quiet, child.
Hey, Joe, what you gonna
I just said we lost, man. That's the sad shit. Like all of that shit is fact. You know what I mean? Like we just lost as a whole, and we don't have the glue. We need the gorilla glue that girl had on her head in the black community. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the type of bond we need. Like I can watch these niggas, they ain't going nowhere. I can go to the doctor, it ain't coming out. We need that connectivity in our community. You know what I mean? But it's funny how the name of that glue holds tighter than the black people that were named monkeys just
And
disrespectfully.
that's a whole nother thing that I don't fucking understand. And shit, since we talking about motherfucking history today on this fucking topic, first of all, motherfucker, black people, bitch, we don't got motherfucking monkey DNA in our shit. That's the other people that sit here and call us fucking gorillas and monkeys, bitch. We got motherfucking extraterrestrial shit in our motherfucking genes, bitch. We are the motherfuckers that can create any other motherfucking race. Y'all hoes can't do that shit. Y'all couldn't do that shit without the black person. So y'all are the motherfuckers that we're trying to figure out. When you sit here and dig up these ancient Egyptians and shit like that, bitch, they got melanin on them, bitch. They got melanin, the shit that you can't spray on, bitch. Like we been doing this. I don't know what the fuck happened to us, nigga, but we been here before, and to me,
Mm-hmm.
they fucking don't like that shit. Uh, what
Right.
do
And you
you
see
think?
what they did to I'm sorry, but you see what they did to Cleopatra's bust? They made her look European. Where?
Man, tragic.
What do you think about this bill
Man,
of
I don't.
1967? This Ronald Reagan bill, the Mumford bill, Act,
What
my
is
Which
bad,
it? The who?
the Mumford Act, the one I was telling you about earlier, just from Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
They specifically designed for the Black
I
Panthers.
forgot a little bit about it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So he could get in there and break their ass down. I the
No,
sad
the
the
bill
sad
basically
reality of that shit. Go ahead.
the bill basically was created to stop Black Panthers for using a Second Amendment right, which is to bear firearms because they firearms was like loaded, and he didn't want them policing the police. And then you had that happening 2 years later. You had the FBI come out with this fugazi ass shit talking about some they the single most biggest threat in the United States of America or the I think country or whatever. I have to look it back up. But what do you think about the act and what do you think about the FBI and their involvement with that shit? And people wonder why we don't have no leaders.
I I honestly feel like it's not surprising to find out these facts now, because those three-letter organizations that deal with government anything have always been, you know, on the lookout or on guard when it comes down to the community. You know what I mean? Like every everybody who came into office since that bill was wrote had an opportunity to do something for the black community, knowing that that was made to crumble the black community, to offset the black community. So everybody that came through that office that called themselves a fucking president, they know what them bills mean. They know where them bills came from, and they know the time and the era where those bills were made. If let's just say me, I'm president now. If I got the chance to go back and change a bill, nah, I ain't gonna say I'll be able to change it, but I might offset it some. If I know that it was gonna grind a little tougher, because I know that they were made really for my people. Cause who else was the fuck being bothered back then? There wasn't no bills against Indians. There wasn't no bills against real live Africans with
But
spear
dude,
guns and motherfucking harpoons and shit.
I was gonna say like we need to be like the Indians over here because I don't know what the fuck the fugazi shit is that they fucking on right now. And it's really sad, like I said, to see so many people have lost their lives and sat here and dealt with so much shit that's still going on. Because the FBI felt as if the Black Panthers policing them since they was killing us down back then, feeding our own kids educating our own kids, and that's why I still feel like, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. This it's not for you if you are not black. And if you have a problem with black folks, like we still need our own fucking schools. If you notice that every school is funded by government, so who, you have the government, you have the FBI, you have all these people with their own shit. They done sat here and create their own goddamn history. Like they fucking history ain't our motherfucking history. That shit ain't even fucking true half the time. Just like the fucking Bible, but hey, whatever. What do you feel about you know, the three-letter organization for us was saying they the single most dangerous people? Or was that your feeling to it
Well,
all,
I
like
mean,
all together?
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
don't
that's
see
my
how it's
feelings with it
dangerous.
all together. But I mean, we power because we had the police shook. We had, people that knew we had power shook. And the one thing that always will scare somebody else is a nigga with power.
But the funny
Eh,
thing
eh,
is, babe, what I don't understand is why they fear us so much. Well, I do understand it because we just like that. But y'all fear us so much. But it's in 2020, it was 3.36 or 26 billion fucking people in the United States of fucking America in 2020. Then you turn around and see how many of those people are black. Bitch, we're not even half of the percent of black people. Like we're not even half percent of the population. So why the fuck do you have a issue or a fear with us? Because you know what the fuck you did to us, and you scared that we'll do it to you, bitch. Like really, what is it? Because I mean, we came over here, we built all this shit for you, and you mad? You got an issue with us? You don't understand that on the street we can't even go run outside? Like why?
the fear is
Get
becoming the same slaves that you enslaved.
this is the thing
And
though. With biracial kids, the white race is about to be extinct. I'm sorry, that's no shade. That's just fucking genetic facts. The way that black and Spanish and white and Spanish and Asian and black and blah blah blah, there's gonna be no white race. Black is still winning. And I'm gonna need black people to understand with the amount of biracial children that exist in the world, we are not the minority anymore. And that was part of Joe Biden's talking points when he was talking to those men on that Zoom call. America is doomed. And European Americans are going to become the minority because they're already becoming the minority. And Native Americans taught them how to eat, and African slaves taught them how to build. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, they didn't even know how understand that shit. They didn't even know how to eat when they came here. They took a boat over here, made it through the turbulent seas and ocean, the vast ocean to get here, and somebody else had to feed them. And they fed those people blankets with smallpox and killed off 60 million Native Americans, signed treaties with them. And guess what? You seen, what was it in 2019 or 2008? They repealed the DACA treaty so they could drill for oil. Come on, man. They have no loyalty. They have no integrity. They don't uphold their word. So that's why they scared. Because if they have broken all the promises they ever made to our indigenous people since they got here, what is really going to happen? They're not going to ever trust us at our word because they know what it is. Man, listen.
That the
Until
government
hey,
always gonna put his foot down on huh?
Anissa brought up a good ass point that a lot of people don't even fucking know. When they say Native Americans, like the Indians, like the original fucking Indians was fucking black. Like the original Indians was like you have black Indians and you have white Indians. Like we are the original fucking Indians. Like I don't know why people. We was the original cowboys. Who was the original? We are the originators of every motherfucking thing. It's like mother, and that's why when it comes to our fucking hair, like I said earlier, with the braids and shit like that, we used it for fucking maps. We used it for fucking food. We used it to hide money. We used to hide a lot of shit. Like what? Name me a thing that the other race have done that we did not fucking create, other than be capitalists
slavery,
and other than be fucking thugs. Like other than that, Like what do y'all do other than rape us,
I
big thugs, and capitalize off of our fucking ideas and our adventures? Like what did y'all do? Because y'all sound like thugs to me, but maybe it's
I
because I'm black.
The barbarian horde. When you sit there and you look at Roman history, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. When you look at Roman history, when
barbarian.
you look the barbarian horde, when you look at the Colosseum and the warriors that used to battle in the Colosseum, they were reenacting Greek wars in which Marcus Aurelius and other Caesars before him went into other territories and took over and conquered lands. Like a good movie to watch about that is Gladiator. Gladiator gives a really good historically accurate depiction of that time. But even when we look at the flux and the flow of world religion, this all started in Constantinople, and it was the Roman Catholic Church that wanted to take over the world's religion. And at that time, Constantinople was the funnel that gave them passage through from their land into the mainland. And it's just like it's in their DNA. But yeah, I could take it biblical to you with y'all guys too.
Please,
It takes it
please,
back to.
please don't, because I do not fucking hell no. Like what
I know you
do
don't really agree with the
I
Bible.
don't the hell shit? Look who the fuck wrote the damn Bible. People don't even know who the fuck actually wrote the goddamn Bible. Most people read out of the King James Bible. And then it's like, do y'all know who the fuck King James was? And other shit that he fucking wrote. And then on top of that, like, did our ancestors even believe in a motherfucking God? Like, or did they believe in a sun? Or did they know science? Like, nah, fuck that. I don't fuck that. That
And I
shit don't
mean,
even make sense to me.
I get what you're saying, but regardless of if you look at the Bible as a religious guidance or as a historical book, it still has a lot of fact in it. And
It's
people
more than
really,
one Bible too.
of
Like
course,
it's
there's more
missing
than one
chapters
Bible.
and some more stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's missing a lot of books, but a lot of the stuff that is in the Bible that we know as a people is still based on structures and historical artifacts that still exist. So, like, even if it's not from a spiritual standpoint, I do believe the Bible is a good read. And I think it also bears, you know what I'm saying, credit to the book that you can still go to the Wailing Wall. You can still go in the pyramids of Giza, and you can still see the same stories told in the Bible etched in the hieroglyphs. You know what I mean? So there's that. And if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, Rebecca's twin Esau and Edom, or Esau and Jacob, they sold a birthright. And one was red and covered in hair, and the other one had skin that was like, dark in nature. So a lot of people from a spiritual background believe that the white quote unquote brother and the black brother switched the birthright. So white people are living out the birthright that black people are supposed to have. And I mean, it's just really crazy either way you slice it. But what needs to happen is black people need to wake the fuck up, unplug from social media, unplug from reality TV, understand values and priorities. Black culture has a whole different set of values and priorities than other cultures do. And they want to blame it on whatever. But I'm going to tell you, like, you could live your life as a victim, or you can overcome and conquer the things that are holding you back. Black people got to stop begging for reparations. Nigga, it's 2021. They ain't giving you no fucking money. They don't give a fuck that they fucked you over on 40 acres and a mule. Nobody cares. What else is going on? Start building black businesses. They fucked up Black Wall Street. Cool. Build it back. The same money that you spend to go buy Jordans, PlayStations, Xbox Ones, Wii's, whatever the fuck else, you could do that in your local community and send little children to school to become techs and scientists and whatever. Like, yo, I can't. Yeah, I can't. The culture makes me upset. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rant y'all.
So and then far as with that whole shit far as for businesses and shit like that the Black Panthers was doing, like I was speaking about, that's what will help build us up. Kind of like what the Black Panthers was trying to do when they came out with, like I said, free lunch. And they came up with fucking education, and when they came up with healthcare. Businesses help with that type of shit. And how businesses or black owned businesses help with that shit is when you sit here and can write off, I think 60% of your fucking profits to a fucking nonprofit
Yeah.
that can sit here and feed the minority kids and stuff like that, or it can sit here and help you with your own goddamn community. See, it's just different now. Like the Black Panthers did it as far as with their founders and stuff like that, but we can still do it now.
Right.
And I feel like if we went back to that fucking time in history and finish what they were trying to do, we can get a lot farther than just sitting here looking dumb and stuff up. Like, it just doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense to me. Not only are you getting railroaded, but shit, can you really call it being railroaded back? Because when you sit here and think about it, like I said, Black people don't vote for motherfucking they judges. They don't vote for the motherfucking senators. They don't vote for nobody that's of us. And then a lot of Black people feel as if they, this elite type person, this motherfucker got to be a motherfucker Uncle Tom. Bitch, if you knew who the fuck Uncle Tom was, hopefully you would be smart enough not to even use that motherfucking reference in your goddamn vocabulary anymore as an insult to a fucking Black person. Like you can't even know that much. So when I sit here and say that it's so many Black people that mind level like down here, that's why loving hip hop in Atlanta and shit like that is interesting to them. Because your thinking level is so motherfucking below elementary, motherfucker. I really feel like my kids with autism that has a neurological delay have more sense than half these motherfucking people. I really fucking do. Cause ain't no fucking way in hell we got Biden in the motherfucking office. And we don't want to vote them in here.
Bruh, and what he said, oh no, that meeting wasn't meant like that. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't say it like that. And people said, oh, okay, Joe, you got it. Let's go vote for you. The fuck you mean? You heard what the fuck he said out of his own mouth. Now, I do believe in context, but he meant every fucking word of what he said. Okay? He said, listen
Joe,
here. Shut your ass
up. Joe is not for the fucking Black people, though. How the fuck is your best friend the leader and founder, just like, who is this? Huey Newton was the leader and founder of the fucking Black Panthers. Bitch, your best friend is leaders of the fucking KKK. He's the founder. Like, so when this nigga sit here and tell you on camera and tell you that I think Black people belong in jail, mass incarceration, help me continuously enslave y'all bitches, y'all motherfucking niggers, help me motherfucking make my grandkids richer on you dumbass niggers. And you know what? Not even 20 years later, your dumbass gonna vote for me, you motherfucking nigger. Like, how fucking dumb can you fucking be? Like, they fucking playing right here in your goddamn face. I don't even understand it. And then when you sit here and show them proof that he was friends with the fucking leader of the KKK, like, don't vote for him. Like, Trump is the only president that sat here and fucking put KKK members out his rallies. Why the fuck do y'all think they wanted him out of office so bad? Why the fuck do you think they sat here and shut down his social media? Why? What president have y'all seen do this shit? But you know what, bitch? You don't know how to motherfucking think. So I guess you can't fix the community when you can't even fucking think past motherfucking green, bitch. Past the motherfucking green light. Green means
but
let
it's
me put
the
my foot on the
church.
gas.
But it's the church. Understand it's the church. Understand it's the church. As a Christian, I'm going to tell you it's the church. Because what I don't understand as a Christian is y'all got the building fund, y'all got the holiness fund, you got the pastor plate because you heard the best speaker in the world fund. We got tithes, we got offerings, we got all of this and all of that. That's tax deductible for the pastor and the board of the church. But we don't have classes about finance. We don't have classes about laws. We don't have classes
But that's
about
why I
guns and
said
gun
Black
safety.
people need their own fucking schools. Instead of y'all sitting here building fucking churches and going to church every day, knowing that the biggest church in Arkansas, St. Mark, half of the motherfucking deacons and motherfuckers are sleeping with the holes in the goddamn pulpit. Like the congregation, what the fuck ever this shit's called. Like, bitch, I'm not finna follow your dumb ass. Your dumb ass was finna follow your way into the motherfucking clinic and get this motherfucking shot. And hopefully, bitch, it cures what the fuck ever you got.
Yeah, well, there's going to be more preachers than anybody sitting in hell. Y'all need to check out Dante's Inferno. That's a really good read. But, people that are in ministry and are said to hell to lead the masses to the glory of God, and they're doing all this other fuck shit, they turning people away from God every day. And the problem is, Black people as a whole have been turned away from whatever the higher power is. I'm not just going to say God because everybody don't believe in God. If you're a
People,
higher
but they don't
power,
even know what the fuck the higher power is. They don't even have fucking proof of that. Like at the end of the motherfucking day, I don't give a fuck what anybody believe in. You can believe in motherfucking. You can sit here and believe in these Saint Pauls that sit here and rape your goddamn kids. Cause back when they did write the motherfucking Bible, it was okay to sleep with cousins and sisters and other people kids and that's kind of like the whole thing with the Christmas list and shit like that. You can believe in what the fuck ever you want to believe in, as long as it's not hurting me. What I'm saying for our community, like somebody or a couple of bodies in our goddamn community need to have enough motherfucking common goddamn sense to start growing your own food, to sit here and start businesses, motherfucker, and understand everybody cannot be a fucking CEO. I understand that shit. You might need to work for a fucking black business so these businesses can make fucking money. And guess what? Come up with fucking nonprofits. When we come up with nonprofits, shit, a school can be a goddamn nonprofit. Profit. That's all the fucking government been doing with their own fucking money. Like, how fucking dumb can you fucking be of a fucking community in 2020 fucking one? You can ask Google this shit. Hey Siri, how do I make a nonprofit? Hey Siri, how do I make my own school? It's not fucking hard. Like, but you know what? Instead, we out here buying Gucci, Louis, Prada, all the shit that they mark up because they didn't want our black ass in the first motherfucking place. Instead of uplifting ourselves, they can uplift our kids so we can have some type of motherfucking future. I just don't even understand it. Like, even take notes from the fucking Indians. Like, learn something. Like, I just don't even understand shit.
let me ask you a question though, sis, before you move on to your next topic. So with
We
that
finna get off.
being okay, well then let me ask you this real quick before we get off. What do you think about Umar Johnson and his school and like his comments about autism not being a real thing and don't get your kids evaluated early and what have you?
First of all, I don't even know who the fuck Omar Crackmar Johnson is. I can really give a fuck about who the fuck he is. He could go suck a sick dick and have a tall glass and shut the fuck up. Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and give nobody no clout on my goddamn panel. That's a whole fuck boy. Like, nigga, it's people that really have kids out here with fucking autism. It's people that's out here really
Yeah.
fucking winning fucking cases due to this MMR shot that's giving people kids autism. So I hope Omar, he probably is black. You another ignorant ass motherfucking nigga that probably wouldn't got your kids vaccinated if you even had motherfucking kids. You got them every motherfucking vaccine that you can fucking get. Your dumb ass don't even know what the fuck is in it. You don't know the fucking history in these vaccines. Like I I don't give people like that the time of day because your level up here, bitch, is of someone with autism and a severe case of fucking autism at that, bitch. It's neurologically fucked up. Like, without a fucking diagnosis, bitch. Fuck.
But he's opening a school though. This is why I think he's relevant to the conversation, not to give him a clout, because he's off opening the Frederick Douglass Academy for like black people. It's a school for black boys. And he has this type of rhetoric. So we got to be careful about who's opening our schools and who we believe in as leaders as well. You know what I mean?
Now,
That
somebody
nigga.
said that he's saying the vaccine
That,
and
that,
the whites or whatever. I don't know. I ain't researched it. I ain't finna research it. He could have a tall glass and shut the fuck up. Fuck him. Fuck his mama. Sitting here talking about some autism and some shit that you just it's not real, motherfucker. When I'm sitting here looking at two kids that's actually sitting here dealing with it, motherfucker. How about I give you the shot to the motherfucking throat and see if you have autism or not? Like, I just don't even
Mm-mm.
have time for fuck boys. Like, I can give a fuck. Like, you open your school, have your motherfucking fun. You ain't gonna do no research. You're not gonna hire motherfuckers that actually know how to do research. I don't even know what the fuck his school is for. Like I said, I'm really ignorant to this fucking topic because he's a no motherfucking body. Bitch, I know more about Carly B song going #1 than I do a motherfucking Omar Crackmar Johnson. Like, I just anytime that anybody say has something to say about somebody with autism, and I have two kids with autism, I don't really have shit good to say about you other than your mama probably should have swallowed your ass, bitch. You probably shouldn't even be here. Maybe she would have did us a favor, the world a favor, had she swallowed the goddamn nut. Jay, what was you finna say?
I was just gonna say, dude, he always end up coming under some kind of fire because
he sometimes be real contradictory in some of his shit. You know what I mean? Like I used to actually, listen to some of the little hot topics that he used to talk on, some of the little teachings that he was doing at one point in time, and then I stopped following him at one point in time when he came under fire for something uh that he actually admitted to saying later. I can't remember what it was, so I can't, I'm not gonna rebuttal any of that. But I hadn't, doctor was the title at first, if I'm not mistaken. It might be still the title, but I stopped fooling. I stopped fooling with him because it at that time to me it seemed more like clownery than teaching. Like, don't get me wrong, he said a lot of informative stuff, but at the same time, it just didn't grasp me. And then when the little shit started coming up and he started admitting certain shit, I just backed away from him because if you're gonna teach, I can learn from a convict in jail. As long as I know that nigga's a convict, I know how to treat him accordingly. But you can't be a convict. Not
But
saying
wait,
he's a
wait,
convict, but I'm saying you
wait,
can't
wait,
be a
wait, wait,
convict
wait, babe.
hiding
Like,
the
wait,
fact that you're a
how,
convict. And
how the fuck? I still don't even get that whole convict shit. Like, he a convict, so you gonna treat him accordingly. Ain't the whole point of a motherfucker going to jail is to be reincarnated? Let them tell it, like not reincarnated, but put back into society, and he's supposed to learn from his mistakes and shit like that. Like, but you still doing better than me because you even know who the fuck boy is. But from what I'm understanding from what Anissa saying is in these comments, and I'm gonna address this troll in here right quick. But from what I'm understanding, what Anissa is saying in the comments is he didn't say it that way. Like he said it like they are targeting white people or labeling or some shit. Like I said, I'm ignorant to the fact. I don't know what the fuck he said about a shot and autism. I really can give a fuck because it don't have shit to do with fucking Black history. And that's mainly what the fuck I was gonna talk about tonight. And far as the person saying that white people need to listen, and I guess going in on fucking Anissa for what I don't fucking know because I went down with the comments, but shit, Anissa been here damn near fucking day one. So if I sit here and say that shit, if you got a problem with anything that's going on blickety black over here, then you might want to go ahead and take your ass on somewhere else. You can kindly do that. It's other content creators that's talking about black issues and black history and shit like that have a bigger fucking channel. And maybe your comment wouldn't get seen. Maybe one of these motherfuckers in this damn chat wouldn't have fucking clicked on your motherfucking ass. I don't really know what to tell you, but you here trying to beef on the fucking internet, my nigga, and
He
that shit
wasn't
only
trying
works
to
in
beef, sis.
cyberbullying. Shit, it looked like they had something smart to say.
He was saying that we need a bigger audience. That's what he was saying. He said more white people need to watch us. But
Shit.
back to this whole Umar Johnson, he's supposed to be a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass. That's why he wants to have the Frederick Douglass Academy open, and he's been raising money for it. I mean, I watched a clip of his video and it sounded a little off to me, but his commentary about like not letting, not getting evaluations. And I heard what he said about like, oh, white people just want to put your children on IEP. But still in all, we know that for autism to be dealt with in an appropriate manner, there has to be an evaluation done as early as possible. And I think black people need to stop worrying about IEPs and just get the evaluation so they can get the help that they need.
And as far as Anissa, she said in the comments that somebody said something about white people had come here. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're gonna be easily offended, don't bring your ass in here. Because I'm gonna be talking about some blackly black shit in here. So yeah, especially at night. Jay, you got anything to say?
nah, man, I just was trying to finish what I was saying about dude, and the example I was giving
Oh well, go
as
ahead
far
to little
as
Umar fuckface boy.
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying is if if you're going to be a teacher, be a teacher. If you got some kind of secrets or some kind of bullshit about yourself, like I was saying, I can learn from a convict. It don't matter, what that motherfucker in jail for. I can learn from a convict, but once I know he's a convict, that doesn't mean that he can't teach me something. You feel what I'm saying? So if I know that you're already discredited, instead of you lying and saying, "Well, nah, that is true, and I should have, took credit for that and said all of
Damn
that
need to
shit."
be on telling Black History Month.
I don't, I, I don't want to hear all of that shit once you caught up.
Let me know the real raw you, and then I'm either gonna learn from your ass and know that you full of shit, or I'm just gonna not fuck with you. So I chose not to fuck with dude, cause like I said, he was spitting a lot of fucking knowledge when I did used to, listen to him and shit like that. That's what made me actually start listening to him. Was like, damn, dude, that's some deep shit. I didn't know that, and I looked some of the shit up myself, and it be true. But once that shit went sideways, I just didn't go back to it. Cause anytime somebody has to go backwards and actually admit to some shit that motherfucker you could have admitted to when it came out, I can't fuck with you. Cause you a lie about anything. But that's all I was gonna say.
That part.
You got anything else you want to talk about, Jay? Or any other topics that we went over? You got
Uh,
any last opinions? Oh, what do you think about one of the black people still being in prison today? And allegedly he's supposed to, kill two officers or whatever. And I think a lot of people came out and said that shit is evidence was placed fucked up. It was a lot of cover ups and there was a lot of evidence tampering.
With
well,
what again?
in my honest, go ahead. I don't know if my phone had cut out. Um, all I'm gonna say about it is, at that time of life, there were a lot of police that needed to be killed. And I hate to say it that way, but looking back over some of the raw footage in black and white of how they actually treated people back then, some of the motherfuckers need to be killed. So if he did kill two, he should have killed 200 more. But
Shit,
uh,
some may be killed to this day. But like I said earlier in the show, motherfuckers will sit here and be mad if somebody step in your funky ass goddamn Air Force and stomp that out. Then now you ready to go to jail. Now you hard all of a sudden. Like nigga, the shit that motherfuckers sit here and
yeah, but
fight
see,
for.
back back then, talking about Huey still being locked up and what they say he was locked up for.
He not
Yeah,
the
I
one
don't
still
give a
locked
damn
up,
if it
bro.
was 2 or 22. Okay. Well, whichever one of them niggas is still locked up, I don't give a damn if he killed 2 or 22. He didn't kill enough. Okay? Because your goddamn great people in your family from way back when in the Dust Bowl was hosed down the motherfucking street with fire hoses, was beat with motherfucking batons and shit, was hung up in the motherfucking city halls. I don't really want to give a fuck about police brutality back when motherfucking racism existed. You motherfucking coward ass niggas let them German shepherds go. You goddamn let your wife come over here and suck a little black dick, and then you tell a nigga like me that I raped the bitch. Fuck the police from back then. That's real nigga shit. You feel what I'm
What's the
saying?
difference between back
So
then and now, though, bro? So what
back
are you saying? Like that
what
shit still not going on because it's still just as
I'm
bad.
speaking I'm speaking on the motherfucking Panther, that if he got any health in his body need to be let free, because what he did was justifiable by the motherfucking crimes that we as black people seen and went through.
But don't you think it's
Today's
funny
shit
how they
I
sit
today's
here
shit
and
I,
say they terrorists?
yeah, but today's shit, I'm not really addressing today's shit, because I want that's my feelings on the Panthers, even the undercover Panthers that might still be in the system as of right now. You feel what I'm saying? What they did and how they reacted to law enforcement. Looking back at it, that was all self defense, if you ask me. Now that's my take on that. Uh, and quite honestly, no, not much of that has changed here. Moving my conversation forward to the present, a lot of that still hasn't changed, and a lot of it won't change, because anything that was founded or grounded on the abuse of the black culture that's still intact today is still going to remain the same. It's not going to change. If Chevy is known for trucks, Chevy, it don't matter what body style they change. If they continue making trucks, they known for trucks. Until Chevy make a car and no longer makes trucks, that shit ain't changing. You get where I'm going with that? So as long as police were actually being overly motherfucking abusive to black people back then, there's no way in hell the same organization today can tell me and make me feel safe about crossing the street. You get what I'm saying? Because it's still laid on the same foundation of saying that there are five niggas over here joined together and they watching another police be abusive to a black woman. Anybody that's hanging together that's over five people is considered a gang. They're terrorists. We gonna put that in the law so it'll break that shit up. When y'all didn't break that shit up, then y'all had to infiltrate, get inside. Once y'all got inside, then y'all start breaking the shit down and coming up with crimes based on the actions that these spy ass people that got inside, like Takashi 69, goddamn. Y'all had y'all Takashis inside of the Black Panthers, and everything that they were doing, y'all created a law around it to break
But
it down. So
but I feel like that's still fucked up to this day because like the
it
FBI
is. It
have
is.
sat here and said how they basically infiltrated it, how they did police harassment to the motherfuckers. Like, dude, it to me the laws were only made for black people because it was never made for us to fucking win or succeed or to be on an equal or level playing fucking field with these motherfuckers in the first place. Like like I said, y'all steal all
Yeah,
our ideas. Shit, y'all bitch, y'all so fucking desperate, nigga. Y'all stealing our motherfucking melon. But y'all don't like us. Like I don't even understand this shit.
that's why I say
But
anything
this
that was based on the grounds, anything that was based on the grounds to have a negative effect on a culture or a community that's still intact today. The police are still police, just like the police of the 50s and 60s are still police. Uh, that foundation was laid upon racism and hate. So how can an organization arrest me for a hate crime when y'all were built based off of hate crimes? So hell no, I can never trust that. And I know plenty good police, but I can't trust that because if I came from a family of rapists and then guess what? You find out I'm dating your daughter, guess what you might think of me still? Don't have no babies with him. You know his family been raping kids since the 50s. That would have shit to do with me, but since I come from that cut of cloth, y'all look at me that way. Just like right now, I'm a black man in America with long fucking hair. I don't say it because I don't like my ass exposed and I ain't gay. I ain't with the shits. But I look when
but
I get my hair braided like the same.
Sagan did not like. I mean, it was considered made cool, but Sagan is some shit that started in jail that a lot of people don't even fucking know to let you know that it's gay. So
That's
it
why.
to me has never been fucking cool. Like Sagan is some shit that started in jail.
That's why I said I ain't gay. You feel what I'm saying? I threw a little history in there. I didn't backdrop it, but I threw a little history in there. But since I look like the common nigga on a common block that might have a pocket full of bud, I get automatically attached to that shit because that's what my culture is now looked upon. I'm looked upon as violent. I'm looked upon as angry. I'm not looked upon as an entrepreneur. I'm not even looked upon as I can stay in a household and take care of a family. So when I'm out in public, the same police department that was put together and created to kick ass in the black neighborhoods and break all that shit apart. When I step outside my house, they still looking at me because my image is the same as my daddy's image. So why, when it comes down to police, do I not trust them? Because y'all foundation is the same foundation that was using them big dumbass fire hoses and dogs on my motherfucking people's people, of my people. So I cannot look at y'all like, oh my God, the police. For the fuck what? For the fuck what? Y'all ain't never did shit. Y'all ain't changed. Y'all didn't change not a motherfucking thing. The uniform still look the same. The pants still tight. Your balls in one pocket, your dick in the other one. You still got these motherfucking handcuffs. You still got these motherfucking zip ties and pepper spray and mace and these old ragged ass guns and shit. Y'all ain't changed not a motherfucking thing. So when I step out the house and I see y'all, I cannot give credit that y'all have changed. So I cannot therefore entail my trust into the police department. Because until you look at me as a new age black man that is not the same as your typical black man that you arrest in the drug houses in those blocks and neighborhoods that y'all put us in, until we both look at
Boy,
each
don't
other
talk about
differently,
that. Don't talk about their history like that.
Shit, nigga, holla at your motherfucking boy. We can do it. We can do it. Crack didn't just fall out the motherfucking drain.
I mean, but
And we
isn't
can
it
we can
funny
talk about
how
it. But I'm just
is
saying,
isn't it funny how Ronald Reagan brought crack over here allegedly, and also made this bill, what is act
look, when
in the
you
1960s.
when you in a position of power, when you in a position of power to create something that you know will open the door for your family, wouldn't you do it? If right now I could create a bill that say anything that attaches itself to me, anybody that's my person, my people that I love, I'm gonna put a bill in play that even if they get arrested, they can spend no longer than 24 hours in jail. Those people that rock with me, they gonna be doing whatever the fuck they wanna do. Because guess what? Even if I kill this nigga today, I'm out tomorrow. Nigga, I see y'all tomorrow, man. Fuck that nigga over there.
I mean, but
That's
that's
the
kind
same
of how
shit
it
he
happened in
did.
Black
He
Wall
set it
Street.
up to where, yeah, but he set that up to where they would never really have to worry about anything coming into play positive from the community as a whole. Because there are a lot of positive black people in these black communities. But the thing about it is there's not enough togetherness of those positive people. You feel what I'm saying? Because we already have negative images. The only way you can get a pretty ass picture is if you got a pretty ass negative. And that's for the people who used to take pictures back in the day with those Polaroids. You used to have to flap like your shirt was on fire to make the pictures. You ain't never got a good picture of your grandma or your grandpa from back in the day that didn't come off one of those flappy ass Polaroids. That was a negative that you was waving in the air so that all of that shit could come together and make the picture. So don't tell me that there cannot be any positivity in the black community when we still around here trying to shake the negatives so that these motherfuckers will get a clear understanding of the bigger picture. The problem is a lot of niggas like looking at shit on the other side because they too scared to take responsibility. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? So like I said, addressing all of that shit as a whole, I cannot look at an organization that was sent out here solely to kill motherfuckers that look like me. I cannot look at them as if they are somebody important or that they mean me any good. Period. I can't do it. Change the uniform, change the bylaws, change the training, change the color of some of the
But
motherfuckers in there.
to me, until
And
you
then I
change the
might
fucking training, I mean, not change the training, but until laws get changed, like it's not going to fucking change. And I think a lot of people don't even know how to change laws.
it's not.
But while people are worried about everything else, you need to learn how to fucking change laws. But go ahead.
Yeah. I honestly feel like before we could change the laws, we have to change the people because there are too many snakes right now that will go change a law and they only gonna edit it, reword it, and give it back to you the same way, but it's gonna have all of those super educated words in it that you're still going to have to pay a lawyer or go get one of these free attorneys to reread for you. If I walk into a courtroom right now with a changed law and I don't know what that word means, nobody on the other side of that motherfucking wall is gonna talk to me because I can't verbalize what this law really even is saying because somebody went back and tweaked it when all it said was, Your Honor, I would not cross the street when the light is red because I'll get a ticket for jaywalking. I did not jaywalk. Now it has to be you systematically stepped out of line with your linear, you looked over your left foot with your right foot, 2 spaces to the left. It's like,
Oh,
motherfucker,
fuck.
judge, all I did was jaywalk. Well, you can't say that like that. You're gonna need representation. You can't. If a 411 will be provided for you, bitch. Everything you provided for me sent me to the motherfucking junk. Everything the government has provided for you has came with a backdoor access straight to fucking jail. Crack, bitches,
Yep.
prostitution, porn, rap music, you name it. Anything the government gives you, get a backdoor to jail. They don't believe me? Come up with a benefit. Name a benefit right now. I bet if your black ass go sell a food stamp, you're liable to have to eat motherfucking hot cold bologna sandwiches for 90 days. So you get out of keeping
Nah, that's
food
a
stamps in
federal
your
offense, bud.
house. Go take your ass Right, go take your ass and get on housing and let little Timmy bring his broke ass over here, 'cause that's your boo thing. And let them find out that Timmy in here. I bet your ass be on the street
Anything the government gives you has a back door straight to motherfucking jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If they give it to you, it's a trap. They ain't gave us shit. This stimulus shit, watch how it come back around for niggas that really just think they got it. Watch. Anything they give you, they'll take it away, man. But we rely on them. We rely on them because we feel like they in power. They're not in power. That's why they got rules to keep us out of power. If them
Do
rules
we
wasn't in
rely
place,
on them because they empower, or do we rely on them because it's a free check?
that's the power.
It's really not
Either way
fucking
you put
free
it.
when you look at it.
E- Yeah, either way you put it, that's the power. It's free to us, but to them, it gives them power over people that accept it or people that are
It's
forced
it's
to
not
accept it.
it's not even
Because
free to us.
well,
Because let you
it's
make
not.
one
But what I'm
penny
saying,
over it, they're gonna put your ass in jail.
but see, peep this out. Peep this out. Like Bay said earlier, right? They gonna give you all of the motherfucking shit. They gonna give you Snap.
Like
They gonna
child
give you
support, yeah.
WAP. They gonna give you right. They
This
gonna give
nigga
you
said
all of that
WAP.
shit, and you gonna
Nigga,
say
what?
I don't know I don't know where my baby daddy is. I don't even know. Okay, well right then the first step has already been accomplished because now you look like a
They can't
whore,
do that no more.
right? They but but back okay, well they done changed that, but back then they when you the moment you say you don't know who your baby daddy is, they look at you like you loose as a goose. You probably do got some wop, right? So now 2 years go by, and in those 2 years you haven't came up with who your baby daddy is. Now that was gonna buy you this little $2,500 car to help your ass getting back and forth to this education and job. You got to tell on that nigga. When you tell on that nigga, he owed for them 2 years that they couldn't find his ass, right? And the moment that nigga gets sick or come up with some DNA or that child gets sick, guess what? They gonna figure out who your baby daddy is. Now all of that free shit you got is costing him, and at the same time of it costing him, it's costing you. Cause now your child is gonna grow up without daddy because daddy gotta sit over here in jail until he paid his money back. When you
But that's
probably
not
need
on the government.
but see, it's all tied back in. It's all tied back in. Suzanne didn't wake up one morning and say, "Let's write this child support bill." Suzanne didn't say if he don't pay, he going to the feds. Well, the
But
feds,
this is
the federal penitentiary is not government related.
no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is people got to make better decisions when it comes down to sex. It's very easy to blame it
That
on the child
raw,
support system and the government and whatever
raw.
else. But when we break it down to brass tacks, no matter what the community is, the issue is why are people having unprotected sex and producing children.
But raw. That that I can't look at that analogy like that. Like that's a Harry
I mean, I
Potter
don't look at it
analogy.
like that
Nobody is
either.
no nobody is gonna make good decisions when it comes to sex. And even if I
That's not
made a good
true.
decision, if I made a good decision, if I make good decisions in sex, and that good decision in sex still came from a bad minded bitch who ain't never seen a family herself, who mad because I moved on with the next better thing because her ass was tripping, or either the fact that she cheated and that's why I'm not in my own household with my own family. Bitch, how you gonna put me on child support? You want me to give you a good example? A whole hoe raped me out here. I got a whole motherfucking daughter that y'all never will hear about because I was raped for that. And I'm on child support for that. Now, how the fuck you take my dick and then put me on child support and then I don't see my motherfucking daughter? And she
Did you
laughed
press
at me.
charges? Did you press charges on
Was
her
that
for
was
rape?
shit? I got fucking laughed at the police precinct because how does a bitch rape a nigga? That's what I'm trying to
No,
tell you.
I
Some
swear
Harry
to God,
Potter
no, they
shit. It don't work like that.
did.
I made I, I made good decisions with this dick right here, and I still ended up on child support because somebody else made their own bad decisions for me and mine. That shit is not right. That shit is not realistic. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a victim of that, and I take that shit all the way to heart. I got laughed out the fucking precinct and was finna fight a whole motherfucking detective in the police office because this bitch laughed at me and asked me, "Well, I mean, if you got erect, you must have enjoyed it, motherfucker. Go ask
I
the
mean,
dentist
but
how much
shit,
shit I was
but
on."
a motherfucker don't even have to sit here and really like with the amount of medication that you was on and the motherfucker was feeding you at the time and sat here and came and said out her own fucking mouth
Yeah,
that she fucking did. Like, nigga, but that's why I don't even know who fucking show that was on. I think that was on one of Raw shows. But that's why when motherfucking black men have issues like that, they don't talk about it. Because black men supposed to be hard and this type of shit don't fucking happen. Or a man in fucking general. Like, bitch, if I'm fucking high or on some type of medicine that had me fucked up and sleep, bitch, you playing my motherfucking dick, hoe, it's gonna motherfucking respond. But and matter of fact, we was talking about the little fucking kids that be fucking getting raped by these teachers and shit like that. Like that shit don't get reported. That's why that shit get patted on the back. Or either, oh, well, the bitch is ugly, so you just don't have a baby with her. But back to the child support shit and all that shit, it still goes all back to the motherfucking government, and all these sisters go back to the fucking government because it costs more money to sit here and send a motherfucking nigga to fucking prison than it do to sit here and fucking send 3 of us to fucking college or 5 of us to motherfucking college. Like, it all
Oh yeah,
intertwines with them making fucking money
yeah,
off my black ass.
yeah.
I think it depends on how you
I
look at
believe
it
that.
because you know what I'm saying. They pay the prisoners a little bit of money, but it's really some bullshit. But y'all know I've been on here with y'all for almost 2 hours, and my husband is over here like,
Hey, tell bro don't hit you upside the head till you log off. Now we don't want to see no violence. Now we don't want to see no violence.
I ain't playing with y'all.
Ah, shit. You better
Oh god.
you better go get your ass off of here now. You got some
I
work
know,
left
but
to
I
do.
know
Now we'll
sis was
talk to
saying
you
she
next
was.
Friday now.
Yes, yes. I know she was saying she was about to wrap it up soon, so I'm trying not to hold on for y'all.
Yeah, that
Shit,
was
this
my fault.
conversation with somebody else. That was all my other topics. So somebody over there talking about some other stuff, so I was gonna let him talk. But I'll let you
Oh,
in
no, I'm
first.
through.
Raw. You don't got no more topics now.
Nah, I don't want Roddy to get beat up. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna have none of that going on right here.
I ain't playing with y'all. Listen, my husband don't be playing that shit. He be like, "Bring your ass, bring that thickums all the way over here, honey. I got to go." But I love y'all. This was fun as always. And I'm a little bit tired, honey. It's been a long day. But we will catch y'all next Friday. Look, how she just gonna get up and then disappear, chat? I ain't playing with y'all. But I will definitely catch y'all in the next one. And holla at me. I'll see y'all
All
Thursday.
right, we
Bye, y'all.
will do.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye bye.
I know. I know my gas still in here. Yup, Anissa. Yup, Anissa still in here. I didn't mean to show that pillow. I'm just trying to get my mobile apartment together. I'm in the office, so my bad. Oh, just the two of us
Anissa, you know his hating ass
and the
chose that pillow
castles
on
in the
purpose.
sky.
What you know
What?
about that throwback?
What pillow is y'all even talking about? Like, you know, I know a little bit about it, man. You know what I mean? It's just, I ain't want to take over your last little segment, but I don't really believe in that better choices for sexual type of stuff, man. Because I made good choices and I still got fucked. So literally, so it's not all about making good choices. It's about people not really knowing what a family is and not really wanting one for themselves or how to have one. So I kind of, yeah, whatever.
I mean, my thing
Whatever,
with far as with
whatever.
the
Great
whole
black topics though.
uh my thing with the whole choices topic is shit. I got 2 kids with a whole ass motherfucker out here. Like, people don't start out a bitch nigga. Like, it's just like this quote unquote fucking Bible that people love to go to, talking about fucking, how what Satan was an angel. Like, bitch, people are just like that, motherfucker. They put on a whole clown face. What you finna say?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. No, I was just laughing. You know what I mean at you because it is it is good people that end up in bad situations, but I cannot take away from the fact that there are still extra sorry ass parents out here. But that's not the subject we own. We're not talking about the bad ones. We're talking about the ones that out here that can be fathers, like that can be mothers and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's some people out here that, like you said, are evil. They started out evil. They gonna be evil. You have a child by that shit right there. Then now you're affected forever. So it's good and bad in every situation, and sometimes you just end up on the wrong side of that tree because it's a lot of women out here that got babies by whole ass niggas. It's a lot of babies. I mean, not babies, but it's a lot of men that got babies by whole ass bitches,
What I'm
and
saying
you don't
though,
know what you're dealing with until it happens.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers had a potential to have a whole fucking clown face. You don't know a motherfucker a whole fuck boy till you fucking get there and be like, oh, you was a whole fuck nigga. Now, bitch, it's too late.
Yeah,
A motherfucker could have been
it's
treating you
too
like, oh,
late.
just
We
matter
here.
of fact, babe, you know what a good example of that shit be? When I sat here and was talking about,
Hmm.
you remember when we was talking about abusive relationships? These motherfuckers don't start out the first
Yeah.
date, bitch, I'm gonna knock your goddamn teeth out. This shit don't start out like that. Just like
Yeah, it don't start
just know
like
that
that.
somebody's sorry.
Yeah, it don't. Hey, look, your fucking first dinner at Olive Garden, a motherfucker didn't just slap you across the goddamn neck. You know what I mean? But you got home 2 years later from the same Olive Garden celebrating your anniversary, and that nigga beat the living brakes off your ass. And now 2 years later, y'all done built a family. Y'all got everything going. You can't believe it happened to you. You want to know what you did wrong, and you ain't did shit wrong. That nigga really just finally became who he was because y'all got comfortable. That nigga was comfortable with you and decided to, show you who he was. So, it is what it is, man. But, at the end of the day, we can't even make safe choices in how the fuck we go to and from work. Some people drive 30 miles over the speed limit. Some people, goddamn, don't know how to drive at all. Some people go to work and they tell their boss what the fuck they gonna do and what the fuck they not gonna do. So this making good decisions in America is never going to happen. You can make a few, but even the people who are trying to be right in America still make dumbass decisions. And that's just how that shit goes. But like I said, most of those decisions you don't really know are bad until after time. Because think about it, how many people would even be in bad relationships if you went out to dinner and the first thing a nigga say to you is, "Damn, bitch, why you so late?" I think you probably gonna get up from the table and just know, if you got any sense, that shit not gonna be beneficial for your life. But if you're one of those females that sit down and say, "But I'm always late. You so crazy." Well, bitch, he tried to tell you.
Hey, that was
He
just a
gave you the
red flag
warning
that you didn't
signs.
see, that you missed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you missed it because something about you. What's up?
I was just gonna say to Anissa, she said something about the Bible.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
know the next two shows I'm not gonna talk about like the Bible. I don't certain topics I'm not gonna bring up because it's not like this is the month of February. We already only got 28 days of Black History. So the next two shows will still be on like
Soak it
Black
up.
History. Yeah, kind of like how I brought up, the black hair in our community, the Feminist Act, how they did not do shit for us, how it really fucked us up. Why we don't have male black leaders anymore, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and people like that. The Black Panthers, the
It's,
first black
yeah,
officer, the first black male officer, the first black woman officer, and all these bills against organizations and certain organizations that are like created and funded to basically fuck
Black
up the damn
Rain.
black community. A lot of people don't know about our history and shit. Uh, one of the Black Panthers has been in jail almost 50 years. That's not that long ago, and a lot of people don't know stuff about that. So I had wanted to bring that all this month, and
Yeah,
then I get on the other topics of the other stuff. Uh, Big Schloss said something about
yeah,
the
yeah.
Attorney
Crystal.
General and child support. Go ahead, Joe.
Man, the Attorney General, boy, look out now. No, I was just gonna shout out everybody that I seen in the comments. I seen Big Sly been rocking with you. I seen Crystal come in, I think, and I seen Anissa in here, and it was somebody else. I just want to say what's up to everybody. I couldn't get to y'all. I was driving, and of course now y'all see me in the office. So I just wanted to make sure I stopped and showed my love to y'all. And had I been sitting still, I would have been able to, read y'all comments and kind of tune in with y'all. But I just ran into a blizzard, so I ain't Santa Claus, and I'm not Krampus or none of the other shit. So I'm gonna pull my ass over because I don't want to be talking about black issues and then be down in the median hoping I see a white police officer come save my ass because the internet has a weird way of exposing
You
whatever you think and
stupid.
feel at the time. So I need all the help I can get. So I just decided to go and pull over before they make an example of what type of help they can be when they are of help. So, I want to really make sure I say this because a lot of people hear topics like this or hear black discussions like this, and yeah, some people fail to understand that when we speak on what we consider to be racism or when we speak on what we consider to be fucked up events put on us or placed on us by the white community, we are not saying everybody in the community. We are not, like those people who say every black person is this or every black person is that.
But
So
babe,
if we speak on racism and it offends you, then
but that's why I sat here and
what's your,
gave the whole fucking like disclaimer in the beginning of the show before the show even got started. In the middle of the show, it's even in my fucking description that I was gonna be talking about blackity black shit. I didn't go live until 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. It was for adults. Like that's why I only went live now. Like if you're easily offended by shit that I've said about shit that I said or anything that's been said far as black issues and racism and shit like that from other people, like I let you know that this is gonna be black topics. Like it's a panel of three fucking black people, like in this Black History Month. So like you have all the other fucking 11 months to sit here and say your fucking opinion. Like it still ain't gonna fucking matter. I'm still not gonna give a fuck about it. But I'm just saying, because
but
how the fuck I feel about black issues, is how the fuck I feel about black issues and our black history. I feel like our history have a lot to do with today's issues. So I said in the beginning of this fucking broadcasting that this is gonna be a blackity black topic. I'm talking about
yeah,
black
but
history and
but
problems.
what but what I'm saying and
If
the
you
reason
that
why
damn
I
sensitive, take
said
your
it,
ass somewhere.
I mean, I understand that, but the reason why I said it again was to reiterate the fact that just because somebody, whether it's us or the fuck not, whether it's anybody that is talking about racial issues or racial tension or black history, or even if a motherfucker is trying to give somebody some history on Indians, I don't give a damn what it is. Just because to you it sounds this way, people don't just put everybody in one basket. Cause I got plenty of cool ass white friends. Like my white friends are probably
I
realer than
got
some of my black
half fucking
friends.
white kids, but I still know like, and then after Black History Month, like basically we're gonna be talking about the interracial, like when you have biracial kids and shit like that, which is still gonna kind of lead into black shit, but it
Yeah.
is, but it ain't. But it's like it's not that I'm fucking racist towards white people. I just fucking know with being black what fucking injustices I see, and I see with being black my history. Like a lot of people, a lot of black
Yeah.
people don't know about Biden and his crime bill. A lot of black people don't know about Reagan and his motherfucking act of 96 or 1967. A lot of people don't know that the FBI and the Black Panthers and why the fuck some of the Black Panthers or one of the Black Panthers are still in fucking prison to this day. Like a lot of people don't fucking know that about their history. I know about my motherfucking history. So whether motherfucker
Hmm.
want to call me a sellout, a coon, or uncle, because I do have two biracial kids, motherfucker, that is what it is. But I know my motherfucking history, and I still know how people treat me. So that's, but to me, like I said, I gave that whole spiel in the beginning. Like nigga, I'm gonna be talking about blackity black shit. And if you gonna have a problem with it, don't bring your ass over here. Like if you easily offended, don't bring your ass over here. If you gonna sit your ass in this goddamn live or this fucking podcast and feel a fucking way, you read by the title, you read by the description what the fuck I was gonna be talking about. I'm not gonna take my ass to let's see Jeffree Star live because he's a fucking racist to me. So I already feel like if he's talking about white people and white people shit and the KKK, I just feel like, nigga, I'm not gonna want to hear that shit. So guess what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my black ass and my motherfucking iPhone 12 Pro Max and I'm gonna stroll on somewhere the fuck else. I'm not gonna sit here and get motherfucking felt like I'm fucking being attacked because of the color of my motherfucking skin or the lack of color of my motherfucking skin or the lack of melanin of my skin. Like I'm not gonna just sit here and that's retarded as the fuck to me. Like that don't make fucking sense to me. Like psychologically, what the fuck wrong with you?
To sit somewhere
So
where you feel like you're not wanted.
then where you feel like you fucking being attacked. Like that's just nigga.
Basically, leave if you feel that way. Get out. Oh
I
shit.
don't know
But like
how
I
many
say,
other ways I could say it.
I mean, I don't think there's too many other ways to say it. But that's, like I said, I just threw my little skin in there before I finish getting my little apartment situated because, I need people to know that about me. That's what you said about you, so I want to make sure people knew that about me too. Cause I'm gonna talk about it all day. Cause being what I am in America, which is a king around this bitch, I get approached all the time. Shit hits me all the time. And like I say, I got a brother that's fully white but black, and that motherfucker,
Yeah.
he couldn't call me
Cool than a
right now.
motherfucker.
He couldn't call me right. Yeah, he couldn't call me right now and tell me he got a problem because this load, this truck, and all this shit is going down to his house. And I mean that because whenever I have needed him, he's came through, and he gonna
A fact.
always come through the same way he did when we was in Iraq. So at the end of the day, I just like I said, I threw my own disclaimer on it because me personally, I just felt like saying the shit because it was a right slot for it because we at the end of this live. And I am not what you might feel like, but I'm gonna speak. And when I speak passionately about shit that affects my melanated ass. 666
Nigga,
mark
but
of the beast.
not just
Raw
us, but
motherfucker.
our fucking kids and our grandkids kids. Like
Yeah, because it's still a part of history that has to be changed for our
it's
younger
still repeating
generation.
itself, babe.
Yeah, yeah, it got to be changed for our younger generation. And so many people are only talking about a whole lot of hogwashed ass bullshit. And then when your kids start going through racism issues, and you have just kind of been blind to them,
Because
maybe
you
that's
but because all you see is God and the good in everybody. Like, Jesus won't want you to do that because you see all the good in everybody.
maybe when it happens to your children, or maybe just maybe it happens to one of your black friends if you happen to be one of our white friends watching. If you watch one of your black friends really go through something that's racially fucked up. Not, oh man, yeah, my black homeboy, he got pulled over one time and police treated him like shit. No, that's too easy. That happens to us every day. But when he really runs into a black issue and that's your best friend and you see that, then maybe when it strikes closer to home, the picture will get a little bigger. You know what I mean? So and that's the same way with black people. A lot of black people, spend their whole lifetime wishing a nigga would, and then when they cousin or they brother or they sister get killed on some fuck shit, now y'all want to march through the city. Like motherfucker, people are out here trying to give warning signs for shit like that. And so then when it happens to you, since you've been just blind to the fact about it, now you want to rise up. Like, nah, motherfucker, the time to rise up is before some shit happens to your ass. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to get irate. They want you to get crazy so they can deem you as violent. They can deem you as unruly, and they can deem your ass to get sent to jail. You know what I mean? It's all a plot. So before any of that shit hits my front door, I address it and I speak passionately about black issues. And I don't speak passionately about a lot of other people's black issues, but I'm real passionate about the ones I've seen because I've been here 38 years. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, and my bed being made, finally, uh, hopefully I don't wake up covered up in 6 feet of snow. But
Hey, you got your other phone?
yeah,
Look at the comments, cause
Yeah, I got it.
some, I think Big Sly and I think Anisha said this her husband talking to you.
hold on. Let me slide back in here. Uh, Big Slide. Yep, Big Slide said we're not black by accident. People need to hear that it don't matter. Hear that and it don't matter about your kids, know about your history. Yup. That's back when you said that. Uh, facts, Sly. Facts, Jay. I'm trying to catch up because this phone here is so behind. Like, Raw still in here on this phone. That's how behind this one is.
Fast forward to live, bro, so that you can see the comments, and
All
then
right, let
just
me.
click on live comments too. Turn the
Okay,
volume
I
down.
just caught up. Hold up, let me do me through her. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Finally got him in the chat, y'all. That's what's up, bro. What's happening? He work all the damn time, truck drop. Man, look, something about these drivers, man. Listen, I'm blessed. Search on YouTube who is the richest man to ever live. Y'all would be surprised. He better be black, bro. Nah, I'm just saying. I'm just talking shit. Um, Anissa, we appreciate bro being in the chat because I like having all of the fam involved. You feel what I'm saying?
And don't show
We
that
got
goddamn
bro in here. We
Alabama
already
pillow
know how
being
you get
petty.
in. I wasn't gonna do well, I can't do bro like that. You know what I mean? I can't put the pillow out there for bro. You know what I mean? She said finally got him in the chat, so I'm finally not gonna scare him out of here. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to clean the damn truck up, man. God, this is what happened when you leave the house and just don't want to do this shit while you at home because you know the next time you be at home it's probably way down the road from now. So when you
And nigga,
stop it, you supposed to actually just be tired and lay the fuck down.
your Valentine's gift
Nigga
still ain't
don't what?
came. I'm finna sit here and file this shit with Amazon and be like, bitch, I didn't get my package. So even if I do get my package, I'm still gonna file this shit that I didn't get my goddamn package. Cause this shit's supposed to be in here. Why is it not letting me show his comment? Okay.
Black man was the richest man in the world. That's crazy. It's all war damn ego though. See, you gonna make me pull the pillar out. I'm trying not to pull the pillar out, the wallet out, the beanie out, the mask out. I'm trying not
Hey,
to really
babe.
roll tide right now, cause fam just came in here for the first time, so I would hate for him to have nightmares.
Hey, babe. That's probably why I wasn't letting me let his comments slide through this motherfucker. Cause it show was like show a high comment.
Oh,
I should have hit it.
oh man. Yeah, hey, we got love for all our War Eagle fam for real, cause I think Big Heck was the first one that I tangled up with. And that boy there is War Eagle all day long. I slide in his live just to say roll tide and slide out. So he'll find me on the video and he'll put, yeah, I ain't forgot about you, bro, and all these damn Eagles and shit. So, we got much love and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? It's it's all fun and games until the season start. Then it's a little different. I hope
Ooh.
we lose this year coming up. I hope we lose this year coming up. I do. It's time for the SEC to change it up. Alabama is my team and all that, but I really, long as they don't lose like the Cowboys. I'm sorry, Big Sly. I'm sorry. Long as they don't get on a losing streak like the Cowboys, me and Alabama will be good. Uh, but I really do want Bama to lose next year. Play a good season, but lose. Let somebody else take it. Let us rebuild a little bit more, get a little COVID out the way, and then we come back and might take it back. But give us a challenge. Cause this year it looked like everybody was playing like the stadium attendees, the cardboard people was playing better football than the teams this year. That's just my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but I would have much rather see Becky from row 5, seat 12 carry a football than some of the games I seen. So that's just my opinion. Football sucked, baseball sucked, sports sucked, COVID sucked. And
What the hell?
shout out to all the Aquarius people. Hey, Big Slide. Hold up. Let me go back. Let me go back. I need to say be safe on that road, bruh. That blizzard shit suck. It really does. Big Slide say you can hear the wind blowing outside the window. That's because y'all supposed to get 25 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all gonna get the ice storm before Arkansas do. But I'm gonna show y'all what my temperature look like if I could change my camera around. I don't even know if I can do that. I really don't know. And I ain't finna fuck nothing up and hang up on y'all. So check this out. Can y'all see that? If y'all can see that, that was 12 damn degrees. 12 damn degrees
Hey,
outside. It's 12, huh?
you want to tell you how to flip your camera around, but or
Yeah.
are you
How
good?
you do it?
You got a more, then
More.
you go yeah, down at the bottom. Like where it say mic, camera, guest, more, or end.
Yep.
You see the more with
Girl,
three dots?
mine say Mike Cam. Nope, mine say Mike Cam, Cam Mike chat and leave. If I touch anything with dots on it, I'm out
Hit
of here.
cam.
Cam, let's see. Camera, front
Do it give you
camera,
the option to
back
back
camera.
camera.
Not, ooh. Yeah, let me try that for a second. Let me see if I can get that. Got a minute?
Oh shit, see the Peter build.
Okay. Alright, so this
Hey,
is
and
the
don't be trying to get on no
temperature.
truck tour on my channel either.
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't dropped that video yet. They gotta wait on that. They gotta wait on that. I ain't gonna show them that. Stop looking at my dash. But I pulled in here. Dude just got here. But y'all can
Anisha
tell it
said that's
done
a
stopped
whole type
snowing
of, a
that
whole other
bad.
type of code.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's a whole type of other cold, but it done stopped snowing that bad. But it's still snowing. So let me get my camera back right. Camera. Front camera. Hello, good people. I'm back at it like a crackhead. Whoop, whoop. Alright, now let me see how I come back in here in this thing. Voila, ta-da, loud, ta-da, watch out now. It's a little
It
one,
took
and
you
I
long
ain't
enough.
talking about wow. Yeah, I know, right?
Anisha
Yeah,
said
that's a
happy early
whole.
birthday.
Ooh,
Uh, really, his birthday is like a couple of days from now. Mine already passed because I'm a real Aquarius. He just, he barely
look,
made it,
look.
like barely made it.
Let me get in here where you can see me when I say all of this with all of my might. You a real hater.
Me?
Yeah, you a real hater. Like, what you mean? I barely made it, and this, that, and the third. Look, ain't this some
You
weird
barely
shit?
made the
Why give?
cut.
Why I got a rose gold remote? Like, I don't understand what the hell was going on. But
Is that
anyways,
a remote that you steal my
I did.
thing?
Nah, this is my TV remote. Like, I don't really understand. I don't really understand what the hell just happened with that TV remote. I'm gonna request a universal black one when I go back up there. I don't
Cry
need no
baby.
rose gold up in here. No rose gold up in here. Uh, but nah, man, I did like the live, and now it feels like we offered us the
Oh, wait, wait,
live
wait, wait,
topics,
wait.
and it feel like we.
I forgot to say this, and you can finish whatever you're gonna say. But happy motherfucking Valentine's Day, everybody. Okay, I'm done.
It is, it is, it is. Happy Valentine's Love Day around America. You feel what I'm saying? Happy Heart Day to all of y'all uh, that are staying tuned. Now it feels like a regular live, like we at the house going live, but we're not at the house together going live. So I
All
don't know
right.
if you want to click off of
So
this and then go
I don't know if you want to click off of this and then go live, or if you want to click off of this and cake a little bit, a little something on Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Little something, something, little put it back, put it back. Listen, something, something. Yeah, it do suck that we not together, Anissa. I actually left the house. What about 5 this evening? Yeah, and it's up.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, Anissa, I enjoyed my birthday.
yeah,
You know, when you get this age, you just want some money. You buy your own shit.
that
Cause your husband always buy
I
you
just
something
want some money
that you don't like.
coming for the bread. You know how I'm coming. Uh, let's see. I had to get my time back. Hold up. I've been on the damn on duty line since since I stopped. I need all that time back here. I gotta fix my logbook, y'all. Hold up.
You
Give me
fucking up,
two
fucking
point.
up.
Yeah, I ain't really got a whole lot of time on here anyway, so let me get back right. See, right now it
You
still say
sound
I got 4 hours.
you
Hmm.
sound like a fat old man.
I know, right? Leaning over like that did something for me. I'm finna make me a sandwich in a
Hey,
minute anyway, so you might be right.
that's what you eating on Valentine's Day, a sandwich. Too bad I
Yeah,
started
bro,
to
man
really
from the
say
fifth
something.
floor.
I ain't gonna be petty. Uh, Big Sly said
Mm.
that he ain't a Cowboys fan either.
Oh, okay, 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 cool, cool. Uh, right. Let me see. I'm make sure I didn't miss nobody comment right quick. Let me go back. I don't think so. Cowboys fan. I need to say her be crazy. He fit right in then, for real, for real. Fit right in then. Needs to say didn't buy. You said something about me buying you something you ain't like.
No, I didn't say that on live on national YouTube streets. No, absolutely
Hmm.
not.
Hmm. I have to fact check that real quick with the fact checker people that was
That mean you
harassing
got to pay
Trump. I'm gonna
for.
have to hit them up and
That
have
mean
them
you got to
check.
pay for my membership to be able to rewind back.
Uh, that's where we at. Huh? That's where
Nah,
we at.
babe.
Yeah.
You,
See, I'm
you you
finna
get a
get into the
husband
bag
discount.
of goodies.
Fat
Ooh,
ass.
I wish I was at the house, man. I can't believe I had to go up here, fucking New York, in the middle of a snowstorm. What black person they know want to go deal with a damn blizzard aside from a weatherman? They know good and hell well this is dinner for tonight, everybody. Hold up. Little ham sandwich, little cheese, and a nice cold original. Always. Y'all know the red can. They don't pay me, so shit, fuck 'em. But I'm gonna keep drinking it though. Don't start making it. I'm just saying. And I think I'm gonna go with some Cheetos, crunchy. Too
We
bad
done
I can't
turned
have
to
a
Black
wife
History
sandwich.
Live into Truckers Talk 101. What's for lunch? Well, what's for dinner
Hey,
on Valentine's Day?
man, look, I ain't. I'm not too happy about this dinner, and I'm not too happy about this topic of conversation because I would much rather be at home. But I'll entertain it for a second with my Cheetos, that fat kid style. Um, yeah, I never mind my pantry. I ain't got it together yet. But yeah, I left the house. I ain't really have a whole lot of time to drive, and I parked. And now all of a sudden, my logbook saying I got 4 hours and 40 minutes. I can still drive. Who is not
It's
finna
midnight,
drive far
remember,
into
babe?
the snow tonight? Huh?
It's midnight. You don't know
Oh,
who
it
got to
is. It
remember.
did roll over.
Quack, quack,
It
quack,
did
quack.
roll over. Well, I won't be moving this ship. I won't be moving this well lit ship until daybreak. 'Cause when the sun come out, I can see the foolery. At nighttime, you been slid right on off the bridge, so I ain't going. I like to fish, not swim.
Let's see. New York is logo. Man. Whew, man.
AJ, I got a question right quick.
Talking about some RC. Go ahead, go ahead. That RC Cola fan. You ain't lying though. You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that
Uh,
RC Cola. Made me think about the Jones Brothers and Fagos. Go ahead.
how the hell you gonna tell me to go ahead and you still talking about soda pops and drinks and shit?
I just said Fago.
I think that still makes it better.
I know.
What you say? It make me think about like it's ancient.
Cause I can't go get one. That's why I thought about it. Come on, babe. What was you finna say now? Why you ever
You
talk shit
know,
about me?
cause I can do that. Uh, you know how earlier I was talking about the first black police officer, right? I
Yeah.
said something about the dude being his name, Samuel Battles or whatever. The first female
Mm,
black officer, her name was Georgia Hill, right? But what's crazy to
mm.
me is both of these motherfuckers was police and died when this like whole Reagan and these acts and the Black Panthers and all this shit happened, nigga. They had just died when all this shit was going on. They died at like 82 and in their 80s. So,
Wow.
yeah, and that black police, he been made lieutenant. But I wonder, like, how fucked up was it to be a police
What?
back then? Like, even before the Black Panthers and, before then. Like, that shit crazy. When you think about it.
Man, I know that that had to be a hard job because you can just imagine the amount of racial kickback that that those officers received being black, carrying out laws and issuing out tickets to white people during that time.
I wonder, could
Like
they
they didn't
even
even
issue
really
out
understand
tickets
why
to
them
white people?
niggas was pulling them over. You know what? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Or if they did, did they even stick or stand up? Or did they
Yeah.
make them out to be liars? Couldn't have made them out to be liars if dude made lieutenant, then he had a good track record. Unless they just promoted him just to show the community that they, wasn't racist. It ain't no telling. Some businesses will hire you as a black person because they are already overcrowded with white people, just so they can say, the mix is okay. We do at least have one black employee. You know what I mean? So I've had jobs like that, by the way. And then when I found out that I was just hired because I was black, I quit. For real. For real. Just saying. But yeah, this was a real great moment right here to spill with the fam. Should have been at home, but hey, I should have stayed my ass at home, let the winter storm kick in, and then I could have just been at the house wearing nothing but a Valentine's Day heart right now
That's what's hard.
with a bow on, like Happy Valentine's. Instead, I'm up here making a cold ass ham sandwich like I'm bruh man from the fifth floor. We're having a Zoom Valentine's Day. But Big Sly said you got to sign out, stay safe
I
and
told her to say
warm.
good night.
He said, "You're a Patriots fan already, already. I can dig that. I can dig that." And I did say sandwich. Yeah, you know it. Country, bruh, man. Babe, this your show. I'm just a squirrel trying to eat a sandwich. We can end it whenever you feel like it. It's up to
Like,
you. I don't mind.
who be telling you can sing?
Nobody. Like Keith Sweat say.
Nobody, baby.
Yeah, Mr. Mosquito Man himself.
But you are the only person I know that don't like
That nigga.
Keith Sweat.
Man, Keith Sweat sound like that damn truck that come through your neighborhood and spray during the summertime for mosquitoes. I'm telling you. Hmm.
But you a whole hater over there, man.
I don't even. I, I just don't even see how people thought that
You
shit was
can't
romantic. I can't stand
you
when
you
I'm
can't even
sleeping.
get
I
that
hear a
bullshit
mosquito.
out.
it takes a lot for me to talk about Keith Sweat, or should I say Keith perspiration. Hmm. It's hard to talk about that cat. Sweatband. That's what I used to call him. Sweatband. Keith Sweat. Sweatband.
But you ready to end
And
the
I
live?
still get the buzzing around my ear when I'm asleep. I get irritated. I've been ready. I've been
But
ready.
you been over here still talking, but you been ready to end the live.
Hey, as long as I'm here, I'm gonna entertain. That's my job. That's what I got hired for. Man, hold up. Emmanuel said the first black officers in Atlanta were not allowed to arrest white people, not allowed to patrol white neighborhoods, were not allowed to drive patrol cars. Team, talk about some history. That shit crazy. Can you imagine? Wow.
That shit sound about right. But to me, like, as far as like
Yeah.
black police officers, I feel like they still fucking like it's certain
Feel
shit
like
they
that?
can and can't do. Cause you notice, like, when you think about it, like, you notice how all these white officers is killing these black dudes and black families and black people, but we have never seen a black officer kill anybody motherfucking white, like ever,
Hmm.
and live to tell about that shit, nigga. Like, so you can't tell me. So that's why
You
when I
said
brought up
live
the,
to tell about it.
but that's why I brought up the whole topic, like, motherfucker, how the fuck are we mad at our own people for being enforcement? You mad because white people are racist and don't treat you just, but when you get your own in here, you're still fucking mad and they're fucking Uncle Tom. But make this shit make sense. If anything, this is the motherfucker that gotta sit here and do the shit about a motherfucking book. Or his ass to catch the motherfucking needle.
Boy, real quick. Real quick. But Emmanuel, appreciate that info. That real talk. Crystal. Mm, see, she missed me
Oh
when I said her name earlier,
hell.
so she had to come back. She had to come back. You know, it's Valentine's Day. It wouldn't be right if she just pop back in and be like, hello. It wouldn't be right.
They petty, y'all. Crystal, come get your internet husband,
Oh,
please, and thank you.
man. Hey, good night, fam. Real talk. Real talk. But I catch y'all on the flip side. I'm in my nice little mobile apartment, so have nothing better to do but stay warm.
I bet not see no lock lizard in there, Jay.
See,
It's
she said she
Valentine's
loved
Day.
both of us. Ain't no look. You get a panorama real quick. Nobody but me.
Bye, Jay.
See what I'm talking about? That's how you get it. You gotta pay 9.99 for anything else.
You started OnlyFans on Valentine's Day, 2021.
You say what?
You started OnlyFans on Valentine's Day, 2021.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boy, bye. Hey, appreciate everybody for coming through. This live went an hour and 30 something minutes longer than what it's supposed to win. Uh, but yeah, hope y'all having fun for Valentine's Day. As y'all see, I'm not. I'm have 4 fingers, but yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Babe, what the fuck are you doing?
Eating my Cheetos, minding my business.